Right, see, there goes the knee on belly. He's got the 7. No, Gavin's defending well. Defending well. He's in a turn.
Well, Bruno's trying to put the pressure to make Gavin either turn or turn completely into him, but Gavin's willing to take the pressure right now, so...
yeah, he's trying to set up that bow and arrow. Oh, good turn. Oh, beautiful. Good escape by Gavin, but he's on top. Bruno's guard is very scary. This is not where you want to be.
So Bruno immediately going for lapel guard. He immediately went into attack mode, right? So he's going to kind of come up like a scissor sweep sort of right here, but let's see how Gavin reacts to that.
He's got that lapel wrapped. It's going to be hard to defend. But Gavin's good.
We got,
I think you're going to look for that. Let's see what kind of sweep he's setting up here.
We got our referee for the I said evening, right? Because it kind of feels like the evening. I kind of feel like I want a beer, but
dude, I looked at the clock and it's like 9 a.m. and I was like, bro, I ain't about that life right now.
So I went for a mimosa instead, but instead we got Lucas Valente on the refereeing. I'm not sure if
he's looking pretty swole over there. Look at that shirt. It's just form fitting.
He was actually doing bicep curls in the back right before we started.
Knowing him in Andressa, they were probably actually at the gym before they came here. Getting their pump on.
Now going back to the action, Bruno trying to attack with that lapel. Doesn't want to give that up, right?
Second.
All right, cool. Yeah, we got our angles looking good. Bruno's coming up again right there on the edge of the mat. Ref may restart him. Yep, there we go. And restart him in the middle. Got about a minute and a half left.
Now you can see the action has slowed down a little bit, but it kind of looks like more of a solidifying position, right? Bruno's looking for the finish. He's not looking to...
But if Gavin can hang on for another minute and a half, it's going to overtime, baby.
So what
and anything can happen.
What can you tell me, Ryan, if it goes into overtime, what's the deal?
If it goes into overtime, Bruno's going to pick bottom, and he's going to play guard.
And for the viewers that don't know...
and now he just got his tech fall. That's 11 points. Bruno, the tech fall master. We got Bruno 11-0. Gavin put up a good fight. Purple belt versus a very highly seasoned brown belt. It was a great first match to kick off our open weight absolute bracket.
And for the viewers that don't know, it's the first person who scores 11 wins, right? Tech ball, right? But what happens if you have someone who's winning the match, goes into overtime? Can you tell me a little bit about that?
If they're winning the match and it goes into overtime?
Yeah, so let's say I'm up 10-0. I didn't get the tech fall. Regular time is up. What happens in overtime? So
I mean, if it's the person who is leading in regulation will get to pick top or bottom full guard or starting on the feet. So I mean, you get to play to your strengths. So if you're a good guard passer, you'll pick top. Good guard player, you'll pick bottom. If you got great takedowns, you'll start on the feet. So it's a strategic kind of overtime, but it makes for some great matches, some great scrambles, and with a 2-minute overtime only. For these matches, I mean, you're going to see some. If we get to that point, you're going to see some fireworks.
And what I like about this overtime is sometimes, like you said, Ryan, it's all about strategy. We've seen in the past Kumites, guys who've played to the strategy and guys who have wanted to go against the grain, and they've lost important matches, based on choosing the wrong position.
Definitely.
Because you can choose either standing, top guard, or bottom guard.
Definitely. We got coming up next, Seth Courtney, Gracie Baja Westchase versus Hunter Scott Gregg. When the guys have 3 names, they mean business. So
I mean, they went.
Sometimes you see their names in the IBJJF, and it's like a completely different person than like what they go by.
Like, what? Your name's Brian? It says Chansey on this form.
Well, like one of our, like Professor Brandon, his name is James. He goes
Seth
like
with the pull to the sweep immediately to 2 points. Beautiful stuff. He's putting that press out right there, baby. Right to mount, 4 points. Seth Courtney looking like an animal. Look at that.
And you got Bruno Matias coaching Seth
Oh, my
Courtney.
God. He's already got 10. He might be pushing Bruno's record for the fastest tech fall in 3CG history.
Well, if you're Seth right now, you got to apply the pressure. You need to move forward.
Yep.
And you can see he's putting he's moving that right shoulder in. He was doing good by turning Hunter's face to the right. But he's probably going to go for that far side arm right now.
He's going to try to do that. He'll probably try to get him to turn and then set up the bow and arrow. If you see how he's going for the collar right there.
It's either bow and arrow or the classic Hoist Gracie self-defense move there.
Here we go. He's trying to, there we go. Maybe head and arm.
One thing, if I'm Seth right now, you can kind of slow it down a little bit, right? You can put the pressure. I mean, you're up 9-0. You want to get the tech fall. He wants to get that lapel over and grab it with his left arm, with his left hand, and go for a choke. But it's like you said, Ryan, he wants to go for that bow and arrow choke. What do you think, Zach?
Hassan Rule in the house. Hassan Rule in the house, throwing down some photos.
Distracted.
You know, we got to be on point. I'm gonna start asking questions.
Ooh, he's got that lapel.
He's gonna go. It looks like Seth does want to attempt that bow and arrow Ryan was talking about.
But it's kind of a modified with the lapel. It looks kind of like a pin choke he's trying to set up. That's it.
Nice.
That
2 tech falls back to back to end the absolute qualifier so far.
Not only is it risky, like going in as a blue belt into like a multi-colored belt absolute bracket, but also for a higher belt too. It's like, you know, some of these guys are coming out strong, so you know you might go to put your ego in check because these guys, even these blue belts, might make your day a little difficult.
And go ahead.
No, that just says, you know, the confidence that all these competitors have, right? As far as a higher belt, you know, you have all to lose and nothing really to gain and going against a lower belt. But at the same time, they're putting it out there, and that's one thing that's different about all these competitors, that they put it out there. As far as a lower belt going against a higher belt, I mean, that's a dream, right?
But if you look at it, I mean, the lower versus higher, you know, they've got nothing to lose, and only, you know, if they look good, I mean, it's a win-win for them. The upper belt's the one that has to take, you know, that if they come out there and they look bad against a lower belt, you might ding up their ego a little bit.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, a blue belt today is nowhere near where a blue belt when, you know, 10, 15 years ago. Very technical.
We got Nick Schwan up, 3CG veteran, and Jeremy Perry.
Always game for a scrap.
Yeah, Professor Jaime Gomez, shout out. Gracie Baja Lake Charles, thanks for bringing the boys out.
And Nick Schwan, you know, he went versus Andy Cordova.
Man, that was like match. That was a crazy match. There we go.
You know, look how much bigger Nicholas is. You know, his body structure is just that much bigger.
He's got that thick.
Jeremy.
Thick.
He's thick and slick.
Yep. Thick and slick, he says.
I'll hold my comments. So Nick trying to break that grip from Jeremy on that right sleeve.
Yep.
Now it kind of looks like Jeremy, you know, I'm curious to see what's his plan, right? He's looking for a certain grip. Is he going to stand up? Is he going to pass on his knees? His base, the center of gravity is low. Look at the size of his legs. So I would assume he may want to stand up and possibly break Nick's guard while standing.
Yeah, those legs, I mean, he's kind of in a stalemate here. See, oh, he's going for that wrist lock. You dirty boy.
You know,
Professor Allen got a little excited over here seeing that.
You know, wrist locks are, it's the heel hook of the upper body, right?
Yeah, Peach the Greech.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Pete the Greek out of Chicago, Illinois. Tell me what I know about wrist locks.
So take a look around here, man. How great does this look? I mean, just, you know, all the mats out there, kids getting it on right now, getting queued up for the main stage. This is a great setup.
So for the viewers that don't know, we have a main stage for the super fights where we have Nick and Jeremy right now, but we also have we have 6 mats, competition mats, right, with the 3CG logo on them.
Right. Each bracket feeds into this main stage, so that is currently showing on YouTube, and you guys are watching at home.
Yeah,
so you'll get to see all of the finals matches as well as the absolute brackets.
Nick Schwan going for multiple wrist lock attempts. I kind of want to go out there and be like, hey, man, you want to try this?
Nick's a little early for the Mustache November movement.
He's a trendsetter.
It's still October.
He's a trendsetter.
You know what would be really trendy if he shaved the mustache in November. I think I'm going to go mustache tomorrow.
You should go.
Starting tomorrow.
You should go Don Quixote mustache. It's
Movember tomorrow. You know, movement for men's health issues. So awareness, bringing awareness to men's health issues. Movember, check it out.
Toe hold. Looks like
he's rolling out.
Now what Jeremy needs to do is grab that left heel of Nick and while rolling out, pull that.
It's 2 points.
Yep, that was good.
2 points to Nick. Now we got 3 minutes remaining. 3 minutes remaining.
Jeremy looking a little frustrated there. He didn't like that position. Apparently, I mean, you can see it was not a good position for him. So I'm curious to see, is his strategy going to change? And Nick saw a chink in the armor of Jeremy. He may be going for the legs again, right? So I'm curious to see what's the next move.
Competitors, just a reminder, please wear your shoes when you are not on the mats. We do not want your Walmart feet dirtying up the mats. And also, please stay. Spin that stuff. All right, sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Ryan McGuire doing double duty as the house announcer and commentary team.
And comedian. That was a really funny reference to Walmart feet. If anybody doesn't know what Walmart feet are, it's when you're a kid, you're walking around barefoot around Walmart, and then your feet look like the color of this beautiful, tablecloth. Which is
charcoal gray. Going to the
no offense to any Walmart feet people that are watching now.
No, I mean if you're not wearing your shoes in Walmart, I mean, I don't know.
All right, so we got Nick Schwann on 50-50. Like I said, Jeremy doesn't look too comfortable here. I mean, I'm not saying that he hasn't been here before, but Nick looks a little more relaxed, and that does a lot when you're competing, right? Especially, you got Jeremy going up against a bigger guy, higher belt. Nick continues to attack the leg. Possibly looking for a knee bar toe hold.
There's another
this does not look good.
But his back's a little.
This does not look good.
His back's a little exposed.
Oh.
He's going to the knee bar.
Now what Jeremy needs to do is kick him in the butt and slide out.
A very good defense on Jeremy's side.
Well, he did wince a little bit, right? You can see that he kind of made a facial expression, which it was a little painful for him.
I mean, if he was Brazilian and he made a facial expression, then I would be,
I wonder if Lucas Valente is going to let them just tumble out.
I mean, that's a real fight, man. You can't control your environment. you go off the stage, you go over the bar, you go into the wall. I mean, a fight's a fight,
he
right?
Probably sees
At the end
it
of the day, we're fighting.
He probably sees it as you go over, continue the match, right?
Yeah, you still got that hook in.
Which hook are we talking about here?
All right, looks like they're starting over in the 50-50.
Oh, the vaunted 50-50. I wish they would ban this position.
Now,
because
Nick had the toe hold, right? And they restarted in the 50-50. How do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, he was defending and he got around to the back, so.
Right.
I mean, not the back. He didn't get his back, but he was able to defend and clear his knees. So
I mean, it is a difficult position to restart someone.
Because it wasn't the toe. He got into the knee bar position, right?
Knee bar, yeah.
And he cleared his knee. I think it's fair. I think it's a fair reset.
Now, Nick grabbing that left sleeve, Jeremy, possible looking for that forearm.
You need it?
50-50 arm bar. So. This is a technical match. Nick up 2-0.
He's up there. He needs more 50-50 action. I do not love it. But it's okay.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the 50-50. It's more of a newer generation game. You can see by Jeremy's game, he kind of wants to disengage and go head on.
I think Professor Lucas over here standing him up, giving a little warning.
Is it 2-minute overtime?
Yeah, 2 minutes.
2 minutes. So not a lot of time to make something happen. And the ref is, I guess, the one going to be judging the final decision, right?
Yeah.
If it goes, no.
And this is Gracie Baja and Gracie Baja violence again. So no bias here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see what Nick's got to do here. He's looking for that double wrist control there, going for that. Maybe going for that. He's got the ankle there.
I kind of feel Jeremy needs to pick him up and open that guard and separate and not fall into this 50-50 leg entanglement game, right? He needs to break that guard open, whether it's a classical or
slam him. Just stand up and slam him.
Classic slam, right?
Right. Body slam. Hulk Hogan style.
What was it? What do you call in WWE? Not the atomic bomb. What is it called? The power bomb.
I'll power bomb you right now through this table if we need to.
Nick going for that wrist lock. I would like to, he's doing the wrist lock good, but the problem is you see his guard is closed, right? He needs to raise his legs and bring Jeremy towards him.
Hey, but it's a submission attempt. So when it comes to decision, it's like who's getting the most submission attempts.
Yeah.
Whether he's getting it or not, I mean, at least he's going for it, which is gonna, favor him over the decision once it comes to that.
And a lot of times, when you go for a wrist lock, you're not necessarily going for the finish. You're going for
the worm guard here.
You want someone to just defend and move their arms into a position that you want to grab a different position.
Here. Good. All right. I mean, this is 30 seconds left. It's been kind of close. It's going to be a toss-up.
Yeah, he's going for.
Nick's got to do something. I mean, he's being a little too passive.
I mean, but
no, he's good. Good
there
job
we go.
of sweeping. He can hold on to that grip and come up on it.
Now you would have to say.
Jeremy recovered well.
You would have to say Nick has been doing most of
the
the attacks.
He's stand up and he's got it.
No, he's got to clear the submission first.
That's not a submission.
Well, yeah, it is. Now he cleared it.
So Nick has been attacking a lot more than Jeremy.
Good. That was a good match. Good even match. We think we got our winner, Nicholas Schwan.
Yeah, I mean, he had 8 seconds left.
Still got the finish.
Yeah, that was a good match.
Yep.
And anytime you're in a bracket, you gotta, especially you gotta think in a tournament and you're going into overtime. That's extra gas tank you're burning. So
yeah, for sure. Looks like we got
Bruno again.
Bruno's coming up. Bruno versus Ryan Shean, and more Gracie Baja on Gracie Baja violence. What?
I need your keys.
For my truck? Yeah. They're over up near the. They're near the front up there. I left them by the boxes over there. The front, like.
The front, by the boxes.
By the t-shirts up there.
And Ryan, we're doing this.
I'll be right back, guys.
Hey, Zach. Hey, Zach. So we're doing this event. It's the first tournament we're doing. And it's pretty much, you don't see tournaments out there that have commentary, right? And we're kind of doing this for the public, right? I mean, it's not the same setup like when we do the warehouse. It's more of an informal
good commentary. Let's put that up front. Now, what we want to do is just kind of make it to where these guys can experience a little bit of the kind of main show, the super fights, because the absolute brackets, the finals, that's all a pass to get to our live main super fight events. We used to do the qualifiers, and we thought, a better way to do the qualifiers, since it's still a kind of selection process for that, is to have people sign up and fight for their way to get onto the big show, where we have, the higher level athletes that are bringing the audience, that they can get some exposure.
Yeah,
right? Some exposure. So
and some of that is Ryan Shean. He hasn't competed for us at all, and he's going against a tough guy right now, Bruno Matias, going for some sort of ankle lock, but
2 points for Bruno.
Now, this may be a big mistake for Shean. You don't want to go, sometimes when you go for a leg lock or a heel hook, or, you're allowing someone.
And Bruno's really good at the scrambles, too.
Yeah, he scores quickly.
Yeah, so you want to try to avoid. I think Ryan has fought for us.
Maybe early on, right?
Yeah, I think he has. This is not good for Ryan. That's 4 points for the back. Going for the bow and arrow, and he gets the submission. So that was great job by Bruno.
And I kind of like this environment. It's not as much pressure for someone who is not normally on the big stage like this.
Yeah, and whenever you are on the big stage and it's a super fight, you're the only match, so everyone is watching. Every single person is watching that match. While in a tournament, not everybody obviously is watching, so that pressure gets off, but at least you get the experience of being on the stage under the lights, having a commentary, even people watching on TV or YouTube, which might be new for you.
And it allows your friends and family to see a little bit about what you do. What's jiu-jitsu? What is it all about? Is it a sport?
For the uncle, during Thanksgiving that asks you if you still do karate, and you want to explain to them that you know what jiu-jitsu is, just say, hey, log on Third Coast Grappling YouTube channel and watch us live, and you can see exactly what it is.
Well, right here we got Jevin.
And if you are watching live, please subscribe to our channel. We have a lot of content that's going to be coming out, so you're going to want all those updates. So show us some love, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'd much appreciate that.
We got Jevin here going against Seth Courtney, both out of Gracie Baja. Now, Seth has had a match earlier in the day, very aggressive, scored early, scored quick. So Jeremy, you know, in my eyes, would have to play either the half guard to slow down Seth a little bit.
Yeah, and Jevin's a little bit more fresh, right? He hasn't fought yet, and Seth has already gone one match. So doesn't seem to be slowing Seth down at all. You know, he's keeping that pressure, keeping it tight, trying to clear his knee right now, trying to clear that leg to get out of half guard.
Jevin wants to go to the opposite side. He wants to push that Seth's right knee over to go into the deep half. But Seth knows this, right? So he's putting constant pressure. It looks like Jevin is kind of getting there, right? But
and he, you know, Seth, you know, created some space now so Jevin can work a little bit more.
Now it depends. What type of pressure can you take? If you're a half guard player and you're in Jevin's position right now, you got to be able to take a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
if you're going to be facing the
I've trained with Jevin quite a bit, and he definitely can handle pressure. I have never trained with Seth, but he seems like a very skilled blue belt. I'm pretty impressed so far. But Jevin's doing a good job of, you know, keeping that leg trapped. Oh, he's going to turtle. Jevin's going to want to try to stand up, or there you go.
Now Jevin's going to want to put that right arm over Seth's left shoulder.
Try to clear that head.
He needs to lift that hip also as well. Looks like the pressure's on a little bit.
Yeah. So does he want to get he wants to get his hips up higher, right?
He wants to get his hips high and his right arm over Seth's left shoulder.
So Jevin didn't get any points for any sweep, right? That's because he went to turtle and.
Well, Seth, he rolled over and Seth went for the actual submission. So at this point.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. And yeah, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Jevin Luxinger, the Red Lizard, in the house. Look at him. Getting some.
Now Jevin's in the exact same position Seth was in before, doing a good job with the crossface, getting his head down to the mat, getting his hips up so he can slide that knee down.
That patented pressure. That patented Draculino knee cut coming through.
Yeah, he needs to keep that head down. I would say even push Seth's head away.
Now, one thing
his head on the mat.
One thing I'm noticing is Seth's speed and his body, the way he's moving is not as confident as he was before, right?
Yeah,
this may be a position he's not used to or doesn't want to be in because
probably likes to be on top a lot more. That's
definitely.
And this is the first time we've seen him on his back.
And Jevin is putting pressure. Look, he's lifting Seth's arms up, and that puts a lot of pressure on the shoulder, a lot of pressure on the neck. So I wouldn't.
It looks like, I mean, Jevin's been training like an animal lately ever since he's came back, and you know, I've had a chance to train with him personally, you know, in the past couple of weeks, and he's his passing has been on point, so he's showing, you know, that pressure in his conditioning and his preparation. So,
but mind you, Jevin is a bigger guy.
Much bigger guy, yeah. He's probably got a good 30 pounds on him. Here we go with 50-50 time, my favorite.
Yeah, I'm not, you know.
I mean, it just looks like, I don't know. I can't say what I want to say, but
go ahead.
I can't do it. The kids are listening.
This is a 3CG informal. You know,
that's not. It's very formal. I take this very seriously.
No, I'm saying informal in the sense that we have the live stream for everyone just to view the matches. You know, we're just giving them a little.
Well, they're actually to view us and hear us. We don't really care about the matches.
There we go.
So I just changed the camera straight to us.
Thank you. Yeah, just sit it on us the whole time. Actually, on Zach and Alan, my voice is nice, but my face not so much. You got to get me from the right angle.
We should just put that little block.
Still 0-0 with 1:30 left.
Oh, but Seth with a potential pass.
No, he's still got that leg trapped.
Yeah, quarter guard.
Now, what is Jevin going to do? I've seen him train before, and he does sometimes.
He needs to try to get that underhook.
He tries to. That's what you should do, right? But sometimes he goes for that
he got his guard
on the far side.
Yeah, he's a big Kimura guy.
And sometimes it does not work in your favor, especially when you have someone who's high pressure, high energy as Seth.
And one thing that we got to keep in mind, guys, the winner of this bracket wins $500 cash and a spot on the 3CG5 main card. And between us three, you guys know the 3CG5 is gonna come out, and it's gonna end the year phenomenally, just like we ended last year with Bo versus Gordon.
Man, you know, coming back here, we haven't been here in about a year, right?
No, we haven't been here since then. I mean, we had in March, we had 3CG4 scheduled, and then coronavirus hit.
Right.
So, I mean, there were times where we thought we would never, we might not ever be able to come back here. And then when we started the Kumites again, and we started seeing the spirit of the American entrepreneur open up and try to, you know, shift regulations or do this or that so that they can be, you know, within the confines of the law. I mean, you got a lot of bars and stuff that are now restaurants, you know, because under those regulations, they can operate at 50% capacity. It's just a bunch of...
So technically, they just serve nachos and cheese.
Basically, a bag of chips and a beer. You know what I'm saying?
And, well, you got to pay. You had to pay for the application as well. So it wasn't that easy for you.
You got to tip your
But,
weight.
I mean, there's a spot right across the street from Zach's house. We literally saw Eli Youngband like 2 weeks ago with like nearly 1,000 people. It was like, where are we right now? Like, is this real life?
People did not seem to
Give
care.
Well, talking about opening again, it feels good to be here at Warehouse Live.
Dude, it's such a, I can't even put it into words. Like, I'm excited for this, the kids event coming up November 14th, and then, you know, our triumphant return with our numbered event, our flagship event,
This
December
isn't
19th.
good for Seth right here. So Seth put his right arm underneath Jevin's left hook, right? So Jevin's going to want to feed that cross collar and possibly go for a choke, triangle.
Professor Brandon Mullen style.
And he has long legs where, you know, it works out in his favor. He's a bigger guy.
Left.
So Jevin's going to have to move forward.
Going.
Seth looks like he may take it.
This is a tough one for, I mean, Seth ended up on top, so that might go towards the judge's decision.
I don't think it's a decision. I think this is just going to overtime now, right?
No, but who gets to pick which side?
Seth's going in as guard, and that's Jevin's strength actually is his passing. So this could be interesting.
You know, I would like to see Jevin stand up and disengage, right? I kind of liked when he was passing to that half guard, right? So disengage and make sure and put himself in the half guard position.
Yeah, definitely.
Just looking over and seeing some of the kids' mats, and
Man,
they just like tackle each other like football style. It was awesome.
It's just like, I mean, it's pretty awesome to see all this action going on at once.
It would have been amazing to have more spectators here because, you know, seeing all these competitors come out, some of them, this might be their first tournament since the pandemic. So, you know, it's exciting to see people getting back into the groove of competing.
Definitely. But we're doing it responsibly. You know, we're not.
We wish we could have more people come in, but you know, we got to keep it.
Looks like we got a sweep over here by Mr. Seth to take it. He moves on. Jevin versus Seth. That was potentially maybe our best match of the evening or morning, whatever it is. What time is it?
It was pretty even match, I thought. So it was back and forth. Both of them kind of had that. Trying to pass from half guard. So yeah, great job on both.
You know, I feel Jevin, like I said, should have disengaged, gone into that half guard. He played that game of standing up and playing the leg entanglement. He got swept.
Yep. Uh-oh. Nick Schwann versus Victor Cantu. I'm telling you, it is all Gracie Baja up there. They want the money. They want the spot on 3CG5. You know, these guys are coming out and they are ready for war.
And you know, this is a big size difference right here. Nick Schwann is probably a good 40 pounds bigger than Victor Cantu. Victor, a tough competitor, fighting out of Gracie Baja, Texas.
I think he's like the purveyor of dad jitsu, they say, you know? Like he's out there. I think he was ranked #1 at his in his division in the IBJJF.
I believe he has a dad jitsu tattoo.
Does he really?
I'm just saying, he should.
What kind of tattoo would you get on you to represent who you are?
Probably like I love mom.
Or like I love myself?
There you go.
I would get neck beard on my neck. Like right here. Neck beard. and then only shave it out so you can see the lettering.
So Nick Schwann, you know, he has a very versatile guard, and Victor very comfortable in all positions. He's a grinder, right? He's not going to give up. I've trained with him. Very tough guy. Doesn't stop. His mindset is very strong, which is very, very difficult to find these days. So
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what Nick is going to do. I want to see Nick on top. You want to use that weight?
Oh, Victor with the pass almost. Look at him. That was beautiful. Nick recovers. Victor's looking to go the other way, but he might get swept in the process. No. Victor, oh man, beautiful. Victor's got his daughter in his corner out there yelling out orders. Look at her.
Well, we can't see because of the mask, but I can only assume.
I bet there's might be a few bad words underneath there. Nick has reversed the position and now is on top, putting that pressure on, probably feeling that weight difference right about now. But Victor does a lot of absolute divisions and stuff like that, so I don't think he's really out of place. And in training, you know, he always, you know, he'll come over to the big side sometimes when we have that, you know. So I think he's comfortable against the bigger guys.
Well, like I said, Victor's very comfortable and he's cool and collected under pressure. This isn't phasing him at all. I'm just
sorry, guys. I got distracted a little bit from some of the qualifier matches going on the, you know, on the 6 matches on the ground. There are some straight scraps going on. I mean, but we've got one right here, front and center.
I mean,
look at these guys over here.
You see the guys. If you look at the far end, no gi. His hands are up in a boxing position. I love
like,
that.
Is he ready to throw hands? Like, what's going on here?
I'm sure he is.
Is Victor going to bolo here and take the back? Could he? He might make him smell his feet.
Well, you got to understand, Nick Schwan had a tough match earlier, right? And there's a possible leg lock opportunity for Victor on Nick's left leg. So could that be a belly down? I mean, we don't know, but. Oh, toe hold. This is not good for Victor right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more thing. Once you have finished your matches, please make sure you go over to the podium. We technically haven't had any gold medal matches yet, so once those do happen, make sure you gather over there. And also, please remember we have vitality bowls in the house, acai. Go fill your belly up. It'll make you feel great, I promise. And yeah, go acai.
All right, so Ryan, we had Nick win by toe hold.
Yeah, I wonder if I could talk Scritchin into playing like just some like dope reggae or something.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Let's see.
You know, the moment you do that, we start seeing smoke up in the air. But, you know,
yeah, we can't have that around here. We're a family organization here. We got kids here.
But this is a truly impressive event. You know, it's an event. It's a local event, right?
You've never seen anything like this before.
So I'm telling you, this is the vibe of. I want to have a drink right now.
I'm with you, Professor Allen. Like, I definitely want to step over to the bar and say, hey, give me a Jameson and maybe a little pickle juice and let's get this thing started.
So the lights are great, the lighting is great, the production's great. We have music playing in the background. It's a fun place just to get your feet wet, right? But most importantly for seasoned competitors, is a place where you can make a name for yourself and get onto the big stage, because people don't know. Third Coast, man, we're making moves, right?
I mean, we're trying, man. I mean, a lot of people, you know, they wrote us off, they've underestimated us, wrote us off, underestimated us, kissed our butts, underestimated us, you know, and then eventually I think we finally got some respect, you know, through the, throughout the pandemic, just going out there and grinding and putting on 7 shows in 3 months with literally the best in the world. You know, I mean, we had Victor Hugo, Felipe, Andrew, Gordon, Ryan. I mean, the list goes on and on. Andre Gaval was out there every event. You know, I mean, you just had some, Gabriel Arges. I mean, just some titans. I mean, Roberto Jimenez. I mean, Nicky Rod. I mean, dude, like.
Gordon Ryan. We had them all, right?
I mean, we raised, when we did our, the charity thing, you know, we went out there and said, hey, we don't want to be a middleman. We're not going to say proceeds go to this and that. We're going to set up a portal that is going to be directly to the foundation. So when we did the We to 5 Foundation, over $13,000 went directly to the foundation. We didn't touch it. It went straight through their portals, and we raised that in the middle of a pandemic.
Now, for the listeners out there, you know, a lot of people don't know. We know that We Defy has. We Defy has a lot to do with. So We Defy has a lot to do with vets. Can you talk to us a little bit about what We Defy is and what are we doing here at Third Coast?
Well, We Defy is a 501c charity that gives scholarships to disabled veterans, that they've targeted that may be a great candidate for, this type of therapy, jiu-jitsu therapy, because jiu-jitsu in a way is therapy. I mean, you'll see people from all walks of life, people, light people, dark people, people that, have been through a lot of stuff and turned their lives around, I'm one of them. So it's always a unique group of people when you get on the mats. I mean, there's people from all walks of lives.
And the good thing is the camaraderie when it comes to jiu-jitsu, right? A lot of people see it as a sport or maybe just a martial arts. It's all that, but it's also a team. It's building trust. You have to trust your teammates. You have to trust your competitors, right?
Yeah, and it's honestly with the We Defy, it's getting the guys out there. That's something that a lot of veterans miss, is that camaraderie and having that battle buddy and having that person to call on, because when you're in the military, I mean, you only got the people around you, and you learn that. And then you get to the civilian world, and I guess the morals and I guess the way, people connect aren't the same. So it's a little bit of a weird transition. But if you can get a group of veterans together, get them training to jiu-jitsu, and and staying consistent, I'm telling you, man, it will change. It'll change their lives. So the We Defy Foundation, we were able to raise, I think, enough for over 10 yearly 10 one-year scholarships, over 10 one-year scholarships for disabled veterans. So 10 people that were on the waiting list, boom, not on the waiting list anymore.
That's great. And Third Coast has been making a lot of changes, but going forward, we're right now we're going through this pandemic. What do you see going forward? So what events do you have coming up in the future? What, any news that we can break also, right? Well,
I mean, honestly, a lot of people, we made a lot of new fans through the Kumite series, but some of those people didn't really know us before, that stuff happened, when we ran those big, quick succession of events. But this is what we're about. Like, we were always, designing the Kumite events to be more downplayed. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate it. More downplayed, more, more cheaper, just kind of something that we could sustain, throughout, sustain throughout, a time where a lot of people, businesses were going under. Right. We got innovative, and we got.
Oh yeah, that coffee I made specially for you.
What'd you do to it?
It's special coffee.
Did you stir it with your stick?
Yeah, it's still on fire down there. It's burned, third-degree burns.
Well, it might make it bigger.
You use a little Gold Bond, but
it might help you out there.
You got to be medicated. It can't just be the foot.
No. Everybody in the military knows you get the green one because it gives you the nice minty freshness.
If you get the blue one and you put it on like down there, it's gonna burn.
It's amazing though.
I used to love the commercials. It'll be the older guy in the office, the boss, right? Yeah. And he's like, oh my God, somebody's gonna interview someone. He would just open up, put the powder, and just be like, ah.
I mean, it's
guys. I can't stop looking out there and just seeing this. I mean, this is awesome to kind of to witness.
Now, Zach, is there any way? Is there a camera?
I think we can point. Point that way while we're waiting.
And I'll
because I mean, the people probably. Let's see here. Boom. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we got hopping right now.
So we got six mats.
That guy's got to tell the guy. Usually, if you wear a T-shirt to a grappling tournament, I don't think it's going to be a win. Well,
or it will. I mean, remember that guy in ADCC?
Oh, dude, that's Orlando Montero. That guy's like I think that's who it was. I don't know. I always get
you
the guys.
You say a different name every
Gabriel,
time
I always get the name wrong, but yeah, that guy straight up came out in a white tee and some
board shorts,
Hawaiian shorts,
some board shorts. Like he just came straight off the beach and then went up against Buchecha
and gave him a run for his money.
Yeah,
too.
That's true. He almost won that.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. But I mean, lots of good action down there on the 6 mats. So yeah, I mean it's beautiful. It's great to see everybody out here competing and things slowly getting back to normal. We got coming up next after this will be November 14th, our kids event. Tables are already over halfway sold out, so that's definitely going to be one you want to meet.
And if you register for a tournament and then don't show up, that paying for is one thing, but all you're doing is kind of hurting the person that did sign up to compete, and then, you know, they don't have anybody to fight. So, you know, just think about it. If you're ever going to register for an event, you know, make sure that you're really going to commit to actually doing it. Because there's been a few kids that didn't have any dance partners today.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sad. That's unfortunate. But you know what? This was our first one. You know, we went over 200 registrations, which I think is great for a first-time tournament, and I think it's only going to grow from here, you know, from venue to everything else we're going to do. So, I mean, this is a good start to our first 3CG Open. I think we're getting ready on, for the semifinals. Actually, Bruno Matias and Seth Courtney might actually go at it.
Is it?
And they're actually
yeah, this is the semifinals.
and that's they actually train together, and Bruno's his coach. So I don't know if they're going to try and close out, or if they're actually going to
fight.
Yeah, fight. No closeouts.
You must fight.
Are you going to fight?
Yeah, the teacher
Don't fight all the
becomes
time in training.
the teacher becomes the student. All right, so I guess we got a closeout coming out.
There's nothing I hate more than a closeout. I think that is about as ridiculous as.
Well, I mean,
Peanut butter
because
toothpaste.
you train in the gym together, so.
Good. But I mean, you train in the gym together. It's his professor. I think they're roommates too. They might even live together. But
Even more of a reason
like I would,
to.
Zach. If me and you met and we're like good friends and business partners, I would fight you in a heartbeat.
Yeah, because
Like,
I know I'm going to win, so I would
Let's not go that far. We can take up the match that was supposed to happen and give the people what they want.
Yeah, okay, let's do it. I didn't bring my gi, but whatever.
I got my no-gi shorts on.
Professor Brandon can finally get his street clothes match.
But yeah,
He's been pitching that one for a while. What if you're into, you want to see one of our fights be a street clothes match, comment in, let us know. We want to do what the people want, right? This is jiu-jitsu for the people. So
grappling for the people, by the people.
If that's what you want, then let us know, and we'll put it on. But right now, I've only heard Professor Brandon asking for that.
Yeah. I don't know. Professor Brandon, you know, maybe he's trolling us because it doesn't sound like a good idea to me. I think it would be really weird. I think he's just like messing
Depends
with us
on what
at
they're
this
wearing.
point.
Like, if you had two people in a suit, that might be pretty cool.
We did have a closeout, Bruno and Seth. I get it. They train together.
So
the
I guess
coaches. Seth is probably bowing out to Bruno, yeah.
I mean,
But-
giving up that opportunity. I mean, he did get some good matches. He showed.
Yep. We got
what he
Mr.
had.
Douglas Hernandez coming up. Mr. Judo himself. Get ready. This is going to be interesting. Lots of Gracie Baja and Gracie Baja violence. Thank you, as always, Gracie Baja in Texas, all over the world, all over the U.S. for, you know, supporting us. You know, we're born and bred out of Gracie Baja, Texas, Draculino. We're proud to be his students, but we're also proud to be able to represent jiu-jitsu the way that he's taught it to us. So innovative, with respect, and, you know, always working hard. We got Douglas Hernandez up next versus Mason O'Blanc. I do believe Seth Courtney and Bruno did close out.
Did you say indubitably? All right, got some matches going off.
Yeah, I think Homeboy and the.
I mean, T-shirt's going at it, man.
Yeah, I mean, look at him.
The big boys. You would have been in that division.
I would have got him already. Oh man,
Ooh,
that was
that's what you missed right there. You could be going up against T-shirt.
I want to suplex somebody. You know what? I should have stayed in the tournament instead of whined about my little baby neck hurting.
We would have filmed that one.
No, I've been awake for like I don't even know how long at this point. I don't even know what day it is. What's today, Zach? Saturday?
It's Halloween. Halloween 2020.
Like Halloween or like Halloween?
Halloween.
Halloween,
y'all.
Halloween.
y'all.
What's up? Sorry, guys.
We're bored, obviously.
You should
Ready
hear-
for some matches going on.
You should hear me and Zach when we do karaoke. I mean, if you get a chance and you see me or Zach, let us show you our Forgot About Dre. I'm telling you, it's trend setting.
Yeah.
It could have went by.
You've probably already seen it. Ryan posted it. But we got some things to announce too. Make sure you check out 3CG Radio. We're back on. Maybe Professor Allen can pop in every once in a while. We also have the Fifth Stripe podcast is back. check that out. Subscribe to our YouTube channel as we put out more content, giving you streaming free jiu-jitsu and grappling fights for you. So show us some love. Also have a kids event in the same place, Warehouse Live, coming up November 14th.
Like I said, the tables are over halfway sold out as of this morning.
And it's only tables, no general admission. So if you want to come and see
the best kids.
Yeah, because those kids matches are amazing. Every time we put on one of those, I'm so impressed by
the absolute
skill level.
There's going to be an absolute 8-kid tournament. So,
nice.
By the way, we got to order us a new belt. So just, got to make sure we get one for them.
Oh, let me unmute.
So we got
Professor Allen and Villacorta joined us. I think he went to the bar and took a couple of shots. Dude, it's like 10 a.m.
In addition, I had to go across the street get hair product for my hair.
It
Just
didn't
want to
work.
make sure.
So what are you being? Are you being a skunk for Halloween?
It looks like I know what he's for Halloween. He's Ben Stiller and something about Mary.
Yeah.
Like look at that.
I was really going for that Pepe Le Pew look.
Look at
but,
this.
What did you do in
Did
the?
you use some hand lotion?
What did you do in the green room? You're like, where'd it go?
No, so
right.
right now we got Douglas Hernandez.
Douglas.
Douglas, that's how it's
Douglas.
I grew up in Miami, that's how you would say Douglas. Douglas.
Hey guys, I will make a bet here, a friendly bet between you two.
You're gonna think a throw is coming?
We need a highlight.
I think we're gonna see a big throw by Douglas right off the.
How is Douglas still a blue belt?
Because Professor Olpiano is an evil man and needs to promote him to purple belt because I don't know what.
Maybe he said he wants to see a highlight throw. Oh, okay. So
Douglas pulling guard. Look at this. Look. What? What just happened?
Well, Mason.
Douglas straight to
What were
pulling
you
guard.
betting?
Mason is a lot smaller
Ryan's
than
not good at
Douglas.
bets.
Oh,
So far.
Douglas with a Berimbolo.
Ryan, you owe me a bottle of whiskey too.
Yeah, I do.
Now you have he is a judo black belt. Now one thing, he's going to have great base, right? Of course, great throws, but
Great
wrist
top
locks,
pressure.
great
and
top pressure, great chokes, right? But also you got wrist locks opportunity, right? He's
Always with the wrist locks,
He's actually grabbing the wrist right now where he was.
Always with the wrist locks.
Coming up in jiu-jitsu, I used to
a
go
little
against
man's game.
I used to go against this. He was a judo black belt. He would wrist lock me all the time. So I guess it's sort of like a PTSD.
Is that where you learned it?
I actually learned it a lot in Chicago, Illinois, with Pete the Greek. But
I mean, it's more like Japanese jiu-jitsu uses a lot of wrist locks,
I did
right?
do Japanese jiu-jitsu many years ago as a child, but I didn't develop it
Douglas.
until we got to Gracie Baja. Until I got to
It's
Gracie Baja,
that Teddy Roosevelt type.
There you go. Yeah.
You see
Teddy
those?
Roosevelt.
Well, you see those like pictures of old school jiu-jitsu, and they're like doing all these wrist locks.
I was more going for like what's the guy who taught Silva the kick? What's his name?
Steven Seagal,
Yeah, Steven Seagal.
the king of the Seagulls.
That guy's great.
No, but wrist locks. I'm giving people crap about them, but Allen. Ever since Professor Allen opened my eyes to them, I go after them everywhere. If I'll go to a triangle, they think I'm going for the arm bar. Next thing you know, they're tapping because the wrist is about,
Right.
there's just so many great ways.
If you're good at it, it's like a tricky move that people aren't expecting.
Well, what I like is that the reaction that they're going to do. They're going to try and pull back, and when they do that, it leaves open sweep opportunities and other things like that. That's what I use it. I use it for setups, or if I do have like a triangle armbar, they're being a little, stubborn. They're going to get the wrist lock.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
You could also do it like right now. It's a good opportunity for Douglas to work on it, but aside from the wrist locks, Douglas putting the pressure, right?
He is. Douglas is not playing games. The
Step
meanest blue
over.
belt in Texas.
Man, this guy's a beast.
If you go to Gracie Baja West Chase on a Monday, Wednesday, or Friday about 10 a.m., you can go hang out with this guy.
I heard he
recommend.
warms up like an hour before
He's
they
going
open.
knee on neck, Zach.
Knee on neck.
Oh,
Zach,
man.
It's a
Zach,
legit
I
move.
thought that was
Look at Zach's pants. Look at that. Look what's happening. He's got a chubby.
That's
It's
not good.
It's a.
Oh my God! I got to get my
It's an
camera out for
effective
this.
move.
Holy.
Oh, you got to take a picture of that.
Dude, hold it there a little bit longer.
Hold
Well, just
drinks.
go on our YouTube and.
Hold him up.
All right. I'm gonna have to give Professor Lucas Valente a little nod to protect the table here.
It's protecting the coffee. Professor Lucas Valente is a big fan of the coffee, so I think he's looking out for that. Man, I really wanted to get a picture of that knee on neck.
That was great.
Just go to our YouTube. You
Hey,
can get it.
Bro, that was rough.
Let me tell him to do it again.
I mean,
Professor, you got to wear it on your nose. I'm just kidding.
if you can get your knee on their neck and they can't get off, then
Professor Lucas
effective
Valente
move.
over here, you know, giving us a little bit of attitude. I'm not going to give any back though.
We should just DQ him.
Yeah. Can we DQ the referee?
Let's compare our cameras. I got the iPhone 12.
Oh, okay.
And I've got the Note 20 XL Ultra.
I got the iPhone 3.
No. Look at that.
No, I like that one better.
Look at this.
No, take the actual picture.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, that's much better.
Whatever.
Is it wrong that I have the iPhone 5C?
The 5C.
All right, Douglas up 5-0. Side control. It's and he's actually in that judo stance side control.
Why
That's
aren't
good. Oh,
you
man.
putting them there? It needs to. That's like something that has to happen. It's like just tell them to stop this bracket and tell them to drag and drop it over like I told them to. These guys are barely getting any breaks anyways. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
What's going on?
Well, they tried to tell me that they were going to do some gold medal matches down on the floor, and I said, that's not happening. I said, you better start bringing some of them up here, and we'll put some pauses in between these absolutes, because I don't want to run through these 4 brackets like that and then not have, you know, anything throughout the rest of the day.
In addition, you know,
They need some rest time as well.
They need rest time. They need to get hydrated.
I want to see some kids up here too.
But in addition,
So do I.
you get the family and friends to see the gold medal matches on the main stage and get their shine on YouTube, right?
He's going with the nastiness.
Oh, this is not good. That was
man. That was tough. Douglas.
You know, Mason was just...
Great job, Mason. He was a gamer.
He was outclassed, but Douglas is just that much bigger. He's been competing at 3CG since the first event at Scout Bar.
I'm looking forward to seeing Douglas.
So he's been with us since...
Seth and... Oh, there we go. Seth and Bruno are going to fight.
That's going to be a good match. Well, Douglas with another win. And so, man, he's undefeated here at 3CG.
Yeah, because he won the qualifier, the blue belt qualifiers.
So he won the first event ever at Scout Bar, and then he won the qualifiers, and then he had that no gi at the last.
Yeah, he
Kumite.
won at the Kumite. Yeah, I mean he's a killer.
What do you think,
killer.
man? Let's put someone. I say let's test him against someone.
But he's going to get a chance to go against maybe a brown belt. And,
no, I get that, but I'm saying let's put him against let's make someone sweat, right? What I mean by that is
we need another judo guy. No, remember like what we tried to do was a wrestling versus judo, but the problem is like the no-gi, obviously the wrestler's going to have the advantage, and then gi, the judo guy's going to have. So the best way to do it is have them do a gi and a no-gi match, both. Remember Christos? We were gonna Christos went up against him.
Yeah, that was the first match.
Yeah, that was and that was in gi. So Christos, being a wrestler,
should do the no-gi.
Yeah, should do.
I know he's down for it. He was popping watermelons. I saw online. So
if you could pop a watermelon with your biceps, then that's pretty impressive.
You know, here let's put so everyone can see what's going on. And you know one thing, Zach, I kind of like, and I was trying to tell this to Ryan, what I mean by informal is that we're hands-on today. You know, we're moving cameras, we're pressing buttons.
Yeah, you got it.
We're doing it all, right?
Yeah.
So we're doing this for everybody out there just to get our point of view. You know, we're having fun. We're really not.
Well, I mean, just most tournaments aren't like kind of like giving a little view on what's going on at them. You got to go to it, and since with the pandemic and we're limited on spectators, we want to give the opportunity for people to see it. And instead of having like 6 or 7 different YouTube streams of each mat, you know, that's a lot. So what we're trying to do is, you know, highlight and showcase the finals matches, the brackets, so that everyone gets an opportunity to kind of, or people can have the opportunity to see, you know, what's going on here, since they might not be able to join in real life.
Well, one thing that I really like about Third Coast is that you guys have given everybody the point of view from the production side, right? So Ryan's always online, letting everybody know everything, right?
Yeah, Ryan's a maniac with that stuff.
He's constantly online, but at the same time, there's a lot of work that's being put on there, right? And so,
yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like anybody, it's a free country. You can criticize whatever you want, but until you actually try to put something like this or any of them together yourself, I would say just, not be so judgmental, because it's not easy. And if it was easy, everybody would do it. And we're just trying to do our best to spread, grappling and
at the end of the day,
showcase.
it's one cause.
Yeah, exactly. We're at the end of the day, we're trying to, make a difference in just expanding the message of jiu-jitsu and how it can help your life. And there's a lot of people that, get into jiu-jitsu and then start, liking, the sport aspect of it. So, yeah, we're just trying to showcase that. And the Houston and Texas grappling scene hasn't really gotten that amount of love in the past. So we're trying to showcase that too, because it is a huge market for grappling here in this region.
Well, the Texas scene has exploded in the past couple years. You have people moving to Texas, right?
Yeah, and wrestling too. Wrestling was not used to be known for a Texas based scene.
And we're back. Sorry, guys. There was a little bit of, this is our first tournament. So with Smooth Comp, as great as it is, it's allowing us to, move all of the final matches over to the main match to kind of interject them into the brackets like we wanted to. I mean, a couple of gold medal matches happened already, but the rest of them will take place here. So we're at a little pause right now. And, yeah, we'll take a little break. We'll be right back with you guys soon.
All right, guys, we're back. So, you know, I'm excited for this super match coming up. We have Seth Courtney versus Bruno Matias. Now, these guys train together. You know, I'm sure Bruno coaches Seth all the time. So, let's see how this plays out. I believe they already know how this is going to play out, but you just never know. Both guys fighting. Zach, where does Bruno fight out of? Gracie Barra,
West
Chase, right?
Yeah.
So both guys fighting out of West Chase. You know, Gracie Barra West Chase has been turning into a powerhouse, right? They have Douglas Hernandez.
They got some big guys, too.
Yes.
We're good to go.
All right, we're good to go. Sorry, Professor. I've got to text somebody to kick somebody out of here. Sorry. Give me 1 second.
All right, so we got Seth Courtney, mentally strong, right? He had 2 tough matches versus Jevin and versus...
All right, so we got coach versus student here. Let's see. I mean, he should know probably what moves he's going to do.
That's it.
That was
It's
quick.
over. And, you know, I'm not surprised by this because Bruno knows...
Yeah, he knows his game.
He knows his game, and he knows where Seth is liable, right? Where he's liable to get submitted.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? We think about this, but all our coaches and professors and all this, they know our bad spots. And so whenever you have safe spots, bad spots, and then you have comfortable spots. So, you know, this was just a product. Now, is that the quickest finish in 3CG history? That could be.
You know, I didn't have my stopwatch out, but it was pretty quick.
Yeah, I would say so. So it looks like this match coming up is going to be very exciting. We have Nick Schwan out of Gracie Barra Lake Charles versus Douglas Hernandez out of Gracie Barra West Chase. So A, could this be a Gracie Barra West Chase sweep? But B, what we talked about, right? We have a higher belt, Nick Schwan, veteran competitor, versus a blue belt with an asterisk, right? Because this guy is a beast. Black belt in judo. He's big on throw. So I'm expecting Nick to pull. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. I would pull if I was Nick.
You know, but sometimes you want to play that game like, oh, wow, big throw by Douglas.
So whoever...
oh, nice. He's going for that pass. Now, Douglas wants to play that agility game, right? He's going to be moving. You can tell he's in shape. He's a big guy, strong guy, so he wants to keep it moving. You want to do sort of like a blitz on someone like Nick.
Yeah, whoever wins this is going to the finals against Bruno. So that's going to be a tough match. So you're going to want to save some energy as well.
You know, good story, Nick, fighting out of Gracie Barra Lake Charles under Professor Jaime Gomez. You know, they had a big situation with the hurricane. They've recovered, right? They got a second scare with another hurricane.
Yeah, it was like Hurricane Alley for a while.
And there's another one out there right now.
What? You joking?
No, there is. I think it's like Bertha or,
oh
I'm
my
not
God.
sure.
Like, they're like, it's a night, you know, the chances of another hurricane coming are so slim, and then 2 come at the same time.
Yeah.
And then another one comes right after that. It's like,
And so that says a lot. That says a lot about Nick. You know, I'm sure he has family members. I'm sure he has friends who, you know, who are going through tough times. But, you know, once you love jiu-jitsu, you can keep it going, right? So he's here tonight in Houston, Texas. I'm saying tonight, but it's really morning
it's day.
time.
It kind of feels night. We got a nightclub vibe here going on. So,
so he's going against Douglas. So 2-0 Douglas.
man, Ryan with Starbucks coffee here.
I really enjoy the invite.
I get him breakfast tacos.
Hey, so that...
All right, we're back.
Sorry, guys. We are back at it. Had to deal with a little something, make a little critical decision, but the best decision sometimes is no decision.
Doug's going to go. He's going to put his right hip back. He should, and then put his head right in Nick's neck, and his left hip should go into Nick's right hip, and backstab. But let's see. I don't like the way Douglas is letting Nick's collar grab.
Yeah, Nick is tricky here, so Douglas has got to be careful.
Possible Luke choke situation here for Nick. Just depends how it plays out. You know, for someone for the size of Nick, as far as, you know, as heavy as he is, very flexible. You know, his game is very dynamic. Douglas, on the other hand, is very powerful, but he goes straight at you.
Clay McGuire. I was like, man, they're calling me out, man. I didn't know what was going on.
Hey, Zach, so what do you think? You know, American Nationals on IBJJF was just announced. World Championships for Masters have been announced. Possible Worlds Adults have been announced. You know, it kind of seems like things are opening up, right? And it's kind of confusing because you see cases are rising, but we're opening up. I mean, at this point, right? I mean, I don't know.
I think everyone's kind of fed up of it.
I
Supposedly, it all ends after November 3rd anyway, so that's when the virus quits.
well, that should be good. Can't wait.
He's like, even the virus is getting tired of the virus. You know what I mean?
I'm done. I just want to train. I want some open mat. That's all I want.
Yeah, you're king of open mat,
I
right?
love open mat. You know, open mats
You come in there, swaggering up and down the mat, choosing.
Yeah, I got to choose, you know.
It's a different McGuire. It's called Clay McGuire.
You'd be like,
everybody's like, they're calling you to fight.
You'd be like,
I'm like, no, they're not calling me to fight.
you'd be like telling people, no, you're not worthy to fight with me, kind of thing, or I'll get you next time.
I love when someone says, hey, you want to train? I just look the other way.
You go, I'll get you on the next one, and then you leave. It's a bold strategy.
Well, you know, I'm saying the next one, whenever I see you again, I'm not sure.
If you leave it open like that, then it's, their feelings can't be hurt. Yeah, open mat would be good, but you know, as long as you're still training somehow, I think you can't really complain, right?
You know, I'm sure Dalamir has made a good living off quarantine. You know, I'm sure they're selling a lot of mats. Fuji Mats has been selling a lot of mats, right? I mean, a lot of people creating home gyms. I mean, that's the thing, right?
And if you want to buy any of these mats we have, reach out to us because they are for sale.
Now, is it going to be just the black mats?
We have to still say. The non-logo mats.
The non-logo mats. So we have
black and white mats.
We have ice, gray ice,
the ice.
white ice.
I like
That'd be
saying
great
ice.
if Vanilla Ice would play right now, but the vanilla ice, the white ice mats and the black
Vanilla
mats,
ice mats
would
and
be
the
on
black.
sale.
I believe. Reach out to us and we'll let you know if you're interested.
Sorry about that, guys. I got a little distracted there for a second.
So we got 15 seconds left. Douglas is on. Douglas is up 2-0. Now, if he wins, you would have to say he's going to choose standing position, which is dangerous for Nick, right? Because
Yeah, but we've seen Nick going against, Andy Cordova,
Right.
and they had some scraps on their feet, you know?
yeah, but Douglas is someone you don't want to play around with like that. Every match that he's had here at 3CG, there's been a highlight reel. There's been a highlight throw. Well, he just took out our TV with our scoreboard, so
Well, that wasn't very nice.
well, we know next point wins, so we really don't have to do too much thinking here.
Let me go help him out.
Yeah. Hey Ryan, so what's going on? Tell me.
Man, it's just a lot of good jiu-jitsu. A lot of good jiu-jitsu. We're going to get Arions. That's not Arion. No, they got to fix. We're back live on the finals match. After this match, we are going to bring in some gold medal matches, I believe.
So I think this standing position is going to play in Douglas Douglas's favor. I think he needs to go. Oh man, chose the top guard. Okay,
Wait, who got to choose?
Douglas. Oh,
Nick got to choose, right? There's no way.
shouldn't have been, right? Because Douglas got the takedown initially.
He had points.
Yeah.
Edgardo.
So we got Bruno Matias coaching Douglas Fernandez. Now Nick may see a chink in the armor of Douglas, right? Going for the legs, but Douglas is so powerful. His hips were so powerful, he just broke that grip. And that's one thing in jiu-jitsu, that if you're gonna be working out, you can't be doing bicep curls, you gotta be doing hip thrusts, right?
Bullshit.
You gotta be doing hip thrusts. What's that?
For those guillotines.
You gotta say that Armenian bag. What's it called?
Bulgarian bags. Armenian bags.
Well, you know. Now, Douglas is the type of competitor that can frustrate anyone, right? Because he's hard to submit.
Yeah, what would be interesting, too, is if Douglas wins this, he's going to go up against Bruno, who's one of his coaches, in the finals. And,
that would be great to see.
money's on the line.
This should be it right here. Shouldn't be a pass yet. Shouldn't be a pass yet. Shouldn't be a pass yet. He didn't say he was. Nick was sort of on his side, still kind of defending, and there hasn't been any solidification on the position, right?
Are they trying to get back? Are they fighting right now?
They're trying to get back, right? They're each trying to get a good position. Now, if you look at Douglas Fernandez, you see his left arm and his left shoulder. He's going to want to push that forward to bring Nick's hip to the ground. So Douglas looking straight at the camera, knowing exactly what he wants to do, right? He may have heard me, but.
Got a little confusion here on.
No, I think Professor Lucas may have thought it was a pass, but from the angle. But looking from a different camera angle that I'm using, I can see that possibly it wasn't solidified yet.
Okay, so they're just going to restart him from the guard.
Okay. Now, this may
45.
not work out in Douglas's favor, right? Because Douglas was in a great position. He had the grip,
Yeah,
he had the shoulder.
he's got to kind of work back to that.
Possible bump sweep to possible triangle, right? And that's exactly what Nick was trying to do.
Sorry about that.
Nick likes that wrist lock on the left hand, but he should go for it on the right hand, just to throw off competitors off a little bit. He needs to break that grip, right? Anytime someone grabs you, immediately break the grip. It's just
12, 11, 10. I think Douglas is going to take this.
I believe so.
By decision.
He almost had the pass.
And this is a blue belt and a brown belt, ladies and gentlemen.
And the finals will be Douglas going against his coach, Bruno.
Well, potentially Bruno's got to fight Seth.
I thought they already fought.
Did they already fight?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
like 2 seconds.
So I guess I missed that.
So I'm going to go on the limb. I'm going to say Douglas takes this. And just by just pushing the pace, moving forward, possibly passing, getting close to passing.
Yep, that was a good match, but I think Douglas takes it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a great match.
That was a good match.
He's not your normal blue belt for sure.
Man, this
somebody
guy's a
give this
beast.
guy a purple belt. Somebody gave me a purple belt and not him. Like, come on. I'm just kidding, Professor Drac, if you're listening. But I don't know, Professor Opiano, you're a bad, bad man.
All right, so we got. Well, no. Okay, so this is this double elimination?
So here's
they are doing the bronze match.
Well, yeah, so here's the deal. I think we're going to keep some of the finals matches running on the six top down there because they're already basically running through the brackets. So we're just going to run the finals out there, run these brackets, and just get it going.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
we'll be here all day on this one.
On one match, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and get that going. But Aldo Perez and Benicio D assist. No, they're bringing some finals up here. See?
Oh, nice.
We should have some ref matches here. That'd be great.
I would like to see some of these finals, honestly. So
yeah, I mean we have Jaden George versus Hayden Jalik from
No.
Team Rivas BJJ and Ordnay Bros.
That way.
No.
Hey, Alan, give me one of those acai bowls. Huh?
All right, this is the kids' gi juvenile 16 to 17-year-old green blue lightweight finals.
It's another DSC's brother, I think.
Yeah,
most of their
Ordnay
families.
brother versus Team Rivas BJJ.
It's looking good. Benicio DSC's versus Aldo Perez.
Oh, wait, I'm looking at a different one then.
Looking pretty good. Set up a little collar action there. Ooh, he's working the X choke, but it's on the chin. Looking to posture up, trying to create some space, keeping his posture down. He's getting deeper in that collar. You're trying to see him get a little sneaky, maybe sneak under that X choke from under the arm. And he's going to the top of the arm right there for that tricep control. Maybe sitting up a little something, but I think our man on top is kind of sniffing that out, trying to keep his distance.
Yeah, sorry, this is the male gi adult blue middleweight finals.
There he goes, standing up, lapels in the armpit. I personally like that stand-up pass, or to break the guard. He's got to sit back, but he needs to get his knees in there more. Otherwise, it's just gonna, it's pull down. Benicio really good with breaking his posture. Throwing the legs up, possible arm bar. Can he get it over? Up, triangle.
Going to triangle.
They chain together really well. Omoplata triangle and arm bar. And back on the feet. I'm out here by myself, ladies and gentlemen. We do it all here at Third Coast Grappling. Some tough grip fighting on the feet. It's got some good control right here. Looking for one of them to maybe shake the other down. Oh, he went for to the back take. It looks like he read that pretty on point. Tight turtle. Benicio's looking to get that knee in to set up the back take. Looking good. Aldo's playing that tight turtle game. Professor Allen really did get a beer. I'm not mad at him. It's Halloween. Holla holla. But this looks good. There's some. He's trying to force the back take from here, but he's turtling up well. Welcome back, Professor Allen.
All right, so who do we got? We got Benicio Dices versus Aldo Perez. Yeah, I was just checking out the crowd out there. Man, great crowd, great turnout.
Good energy.
Family, friends, everybody having fun, having acai.
Man, that's like sharing a nice beer with your friend. You and your buddy just sitting down, sharing a bowl of acai.
One spoon.
Just one. I mean, maybe in the old days pre-COVID, but now 2 spoons. And you got to wash it in between each use.
Yeah, that'll be, well, we should wear a mask at the same time.
Or just eat with our hands. You could just use sanitizer and just start eating.
That'd be great. You know, we laugh about this, but this is going to change the way our kids and our kids' kids grow up, their lives, right? It's not going to be the same as...
No, man, it's only beginning to change. We're about to really see, as things progress, politically towards the election next week, it's going to... it just gets nasty. It makes you kind of embarrassed to be an American to see this sort of stuff going on. And these people representing us. It makes us all look like clowns. So
yeah, I just wish we would all just Just get along.
Like, Donald Trump is essentially a Twitter troll, and he's our president. Uh-oh, we might have a choke here. We might have a finish.
This does not look good.
Oh, he needs to clear that elbow over his head.
Throw that left leg. I would put that left leg.
Oh, he got the tap. Beautiful. And we've got our gold medal winner, Benicio D. Assis, with the finish.
Now, Benicio may have he could have held that position if he put that left leg over the shoulder. Possibly.
Competitors, after your gold medal match, please report to the podium. Thank you.
Possibly modifying and using his foot to push Aldo Perez's shoulder. But anyways, great match.
Does he have to? It's against the guy that he tagged the left zero.
He doesn't have to. I mean, it would help probably just to give the guy a match. Does he not want to fight him?
He wants to save it for Nogi. He's supposed to have 13 matches between all 4 divisions.
Yeah.
So I told him I would ask you.
It's up to the guys. Let them figure it out. All right. So waiting on the next match to come up. Mutus over there?
What?
Nah, just leave it alone. No, you're good.
I was gonna minimize this.
All right, we got some action going on the 6 mats down below. Stuff's looking pretty aggressive. Some good leg attacks, some bolos. It's looking nice.
You know,
Look at Nick Schwann
look
down
at Nick
there.
Schwann with going against Shean in the no gi. That's great.
And that's how we get it done. You know, the Gracie Barra way kind of is. You know, we do the gi, we do the no gi, we do it all. You know.
And you know what's great? I saw Nick Schwann down there. I told him great match, and he was in great spirits. And at the end of the day, this is how you get better, right? Yeah. This is how you get better. And you can be disappointed, but it shouldn't ruin your life.
No,
right?
and this is all about fun. Like we said, when we came up with this tournament idea, it was to make, when we came up with 3CG, it was to make grappling cool and palatable for an audience outside of practitioners. You come to one of these, you come watch your buddy compete at one of these, you know, like the cool medals, the environment, like you're thinking, you know what, I might give this jiu-jitsu a try, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe they're not a bunch of weirdos in bathrobes. This looks pretty cool. So, you know, I think what we're bringing is a 21st century product that's just gonna continue to grow.
And you know, one thing I like about Ryan is you have many promotions out there, and it's all directed to the competitor or the person who does jiu-jitsu at a high level, or they're all into it. But we try to put on a show for everyone, right? We want to have music, we want to have drinks, of course, right?
Yeah, we want to have a great time, man. That's what it's all about.
It's basically going to a party and watching some people scrap it out too.
You know what I hated when I would go to some jiu-jitsu events? Everybody's just so quiet. And like, look, being quiet and stuff is cool if it's Pride in Japan, you know, real respectful over there. But man, like sitting there and there's great exchanges going on. But you know what? Maybe part of the reason they're quiet is because the action's not so good. Maybe that's why they're so quiet. But at a 3CG show, I mean, listen, this is a tournament. I mean, it sounds like Roadhouse. It sounds like we're about to have to get Patrick Swayze in here to lay down the law.
That'd be great if his spirit just came down
and just rip somebody's throat out, threw it on the mat.
But you know, when we first came out, a lot of people, you know, they loved us, they hate us, they were this and that. But my thing is this: we're catering to everyone.
You know what? I've always said that, and me and Zach agree, is that mixed reviews are the best reviews. Because you get the best of both worlds. You get the people that love you, you get the people that hate you. And you know what? The people that love you are going to tune in because they support you and they love what you're doing. And the people that hate you are just going to tune in to hate watch you and watch you hopefully fall or to critique it and then cry alone in their bed and just wish they were doing something cool themselves. But in reality, the doers aren't worrying about those people. The doers are out there doing stuff.
And this is all about entertainment. We're here to entertain. If you're going to be watching one of our events online, or in person, you're going to be entertained.
You need to know what you're getting into. I mean, we're not the IBJJF, we're not the ADCC. Those are the most prestigious organizations, you know, in our sport. And, you know, they have their place, and they're for the sport and Olympic level and stuff like that. Like those are great, you know, examples. But what we do is we want to entertain, and that's what the people want. People want to be entertained. They don't want to, you know, watch somebody stall out in 50-50 for 7 minutes. and call themselves a world champion after that by winning by an advantage. Like, this is the silliest stuff ever.
Yeah, well, and then bearing chest, right?
Like, bearing chest after winning by an advantage, like, after you basically did nothing the whole match. Like, there needs to be a perception change. That's not a win, homie. That's a...
You would think if you bear chest, you're turning into a Super Saiyan of some sort at this point.
Could you imagine sitting at home and you're just watching your son compete, and you see him laying there in 50-50 where it looks like him and another guy are scissoring each other, and they're just sitting there for 7 minutes, and then at the last second, the guy that was scissoring more comes up on top, almost, and he's awarded an advantage and the match ends. And the guy gets up and he's just running, opening his shirt and stuff. As a parent, what would you think? Like, I would be like, son, like, what are you proud of? Like, put your shirt on and get in the car and don't ever embarrass me like that again.
We're going straight home. We're not going to get pizza today.
No, no pizza today. No, actually, you're going to go home and study your horrific performance.
All right, so it looks like we're going to have
the spats are out, ladies and gentlemen. We got
we should have a
some
3CG tag team match. Professor Brandon and I versus you and Zach.
Yep. What? Y'all little guys, I'll squish you guys.
Intermediate. What does it mean?
Intermediate. Professor Andressa, it means knee bars and toe holds are legal, but no reaping or heel hooks. Professor Andressa, world champ Andressa, and recently world pan champion.
She doesn't
Andressa
play.
Sintra. She does not play around.
3CG veteran as well, right?
Veteran referee. I believe she's ref multiple of our events, and I believe she may be the best referee we've had.
She's actually the best ref we have here, right? Because she doesn't play no games.
No, she makes sure that everything is done by the book and that things are done as they should be. She's a total pro.
Now we got two different styles here of the no-gi. We got the full spandex, which I'm not a fan of that.
I don't know, it's very revealing. But did you see me in my onesie?
No, I didn't.
Or in my
did see the post.
my singlet?
Yeah,
I look pretty nice in it.
Oh, double under is not good. Oh, smart move.
Homeboy's going for the legs right off the. He says, "Get heel hooked or die trying, son." 50-50. Stephen White and Solomon Sasa. Solomon Sasa from Studio 76 out there. Professor Raul Jimenez, thank you for sending your people out. Roberto, Raul, Gabby, shout out.
Now, just for clarification,
hey,
Raul Jimenez is Studio 76 now.
Yeah, gotcha.
So no longer.
No longer Alianza. And I think you'll start seeing a lot of gyms going that way because with the way the economy is and the way things are, paying affiliation fees and all the extra stuff, like you could be monetizing your own gear, your own gis. I mean, you could basically monetize your whole academy.
Well, the market has changed, right? The way businesses run is different. And so we got Solomon Sasa up 7-0.
Going for the mounted triangle. I think it's his over right here.
This is not good right now for Stephen White.
That's tough.
That should be it.
That was tough. Good, Matt. Good submission.
That was good. Now you can see the dexterity that Solomon was moving, right? His hips were moving loosely.
I mean, look at him. He looks like one of those like gladiators, like back in the day, used to fight like lions and stuff.
He might be a salsa dancer. I mean, his hips were loose.
Well, not just because his last name is Sasa, right?
No, I think it's because it's either a merengue or salsa movement, and so I think he has loose hips, so that's why he did the moves that he did.
A little bit loosey goosey.
Yeah. That'd be great if he competed at 3CG just a straight up like salsa music. Someone has to do that.
I'd do it. I'm not scared. I'll come out to some merengue.
It'd be good. Put up a song that you wouldn't expect someone
Seth Courtney coming out against Nick Schwann for the bronze medal match. Seth is ready. More GB on GB violence. You know what? Shout out again to Gracie Baja for coming out and in force. Supporting and representing. That's what it's all about. All you other people sitting at home watching, wishing you could have competed. Now that you see how awesome this is, next time sign up. If you're scared, go to church. And it's not even Sunday.
And this is all about
go stand outside.
Friendly competition. And let's see who's the best in Texas, right?
And trying out and getting to compete in the best rule set in grappling. The most exciting and the one that has the most finishes. I must say, I believe we're still hovering around 80% finish rate, and that's over 15, 16 events.
The most exciting, the most fast-paced, and the most entertaining. jiu-jitsu promotion out there, right?
Without a doubt. But, you know, we've got some things to work on like everybody else, and we're constantly trying to improve production, you know.
And that's something that's always going to be
It's a
something that
work in
we can
progress.
improve, right?
Yeah, and you know, we've recently hired some people and brought some new people in. Now that pandemic 3CG, we're trying to expand and you know, bring the right people in to help us with that. So we've got some, you know, a new wrestling director, Joe Forsman. We got, you know, David Martinez coming in. We've got Ariane DeMello. We got Lisa McGuire as our new fighter relations gal, also my wife. So you better be nice to her, not just because she's a woman, but also because she's my wife, because I will fight you.
But it can't go longer than 3 minutes.
And if you text my wife anything about other than the fight, like if there's any shirtless pictures or anything, you send all the shirtless pictures to me, okay? I'll make sure Hassana gets them.
I mean, do you think
my wife doesn't need doesn't need all that. She doesn't need to see the naked weigh-in videos. None of that. You send all that to me. That's for my eyes only.
You'll take care of that.
I save them. I'll put them in my Google Drive and I'll look at them sometimes when I'm lonely. It's okay.
Here we go with Nicholas Shean. Nick looking for setting up those sweeps, but you know, Seth is just so gritty, man. He's
Super gritty.
And his mental is so so strong. He's mentally so strong, and he just wants to go for it. I mean, he's been screaming up a storm getting ready for these matches.
Yeah, he's pumping himself up. But see, sometimes when you do that, though, you suffer the vaunted adrenaline dump when you get in there. Because I used to run around like a maniac, listening to all kinds of abrasive music before tournaments, and then I'd get in there and I'd grip up for the first time, and then my arms would die.
You know what's great is that Nick is competing in, like 3 minutes ago. He was a no-gi in the bottom against Shean.
These guys are getting all the matches,
their money's
all the
worth.
smoke.
I mean, it's all about value.
Well,
And
look, the Houston Open is in like 2 weeks, like November 14th. So it makes zero sense that if you're a serious competitor in the area that you're not here. Halloween, like this is going to be done by 1 o'clock. You can go bob for apples, you know, put your makeup on later. Come get a gold medal first. So Professor Andressa dancing over here. What?
I'm want to see. I can't believe it, Professor. You do
Hey, Zach, can you mute us?
At 10 a.m.
this is
Mute us?
kombucha.
Can you mute us?
You want some?
Unmute. Very good. Yep. This is going to be great. More training partners, Bruno Matias and Douglas Hernandez. Once again, shout out Professor Olpiano, Professor Dracolino, Professor Jaime Gomez, all the professors, Professor Jeff Messina, Professor Brian Marvin.
And you know, this is going to be talked about in the academy for weeks. Right?
Yeah, I mean, because when this next one comes around in the winter, just sign up. Stop being ridiculous. It's $80, and you get to come.
Possible triangle here.
Oh, Bruno already with the triangle on Douglas. That is.
And you could see, and that's the inexperience of Douglas right now, right? So he's a physical specimen, but you got to understand Bruno's at a different level, right? So he can feel that. He can feel those changes, right?
You think Douglas is going to slam him?
Well, I don't think,
Maybe it's not his coach.
These guys are teammates.
It's not tight enough.
I don't think he should.
He's tightening it up.
This is not good for Douglas right here.
He's just getting tighter and tighter. Douglas is trying to pressure.
Oh, the angle's not good for him.
Yeah.
It's over.
Douglas is out. You're champ.
But, you know, there could also be a lot of respect in there. Douglas is a martial artist. He's a judo.
What final was that?
He's a judo black belt. And there's one thing that I think that is lost in jiu-jitsu. One thing that is lost in jiu-jitsu is there's been times, I'm not saying that, you know, I've had opportunities where certain people, and you don't out of respect because it's a martial artist. But these new guys coming up, they don't care, man. They'll submit the professor, they'll submit the,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and it's a little different, right? It's a little different. And what I'm saying is, Douglas, I'm not saying that he gave Bruno that, but he's not going to slam Bruno. I mean, Douglas is not going to slam Bruno. He's a martial artist. He's a judo black belt.
I would have slammed Zach if I had to.
You know, but Zach is a different, you know, you guys have a different relationship, right?
Well, I mean, it's just like when you're good friends and stuff like that, you wanna just kind of rip people's soul out. I believe this is going to be a no-show. Brandon Gambucci is a no-show.
Now, he did compete at 3CG, right?
Yeah, he did, but I believe he's out. Hey, he's not here. So, yeah, we're just going to sit here. I believe it is 10:45 in the morning.
That's it.
Yeah, it is 10:46. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, for accuracy.
So we'll be back, right?
Yeah, we'll be back. We're going to take a few minutes, yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys.
I'm going to sit here, but... And we are back. We've got Cameron McVitie versus Jeremy Pear. See, that's the real reason that I did not do this division, because I would have to fight Mr. McVitie. And I saw him, and I was like, I haven't had any sleep. And
I saw a video, a viral video, kind of Techno Viking. He kind of looks like the Techno Viking dude.
Well, Techno Viking had, no shirt on, and he had a longer beard and a lot of, swastikas and stuff like that. He wasn't a very...
we don't know yet. Depending on how this match goes, he may take off his rash guard.
He's doing one of my favorite passes, that leg weave. All he's got to do is donkey kick out of it.
Now, Jeremy competed earlier against Nick Schwann, didn't go his way, but...
He was a gamer, dude. It was a tough match.
Tough competitor.
Nick is extremely tough, so that was...
he's in a tough division, too. Look at the size of these guys.
Male absolute qualifier, Nogi, yeah. This
I like
is
his
the open
underhook.
weight. He's going to try and come up on that, Oh, he's kind of got that. Ooh, he's going into the heels. He's coming up on a heel hook.
Should get 2 here if he comes out.
And see, this is what I was calling out. I was like, man, I just wanted to heel hook somebody. But alas, it is not to be. I'll just have to stick to straight ankle and fools. He's got the hook. There, he's got the heel exposure.
He's going to have to extend that leg a little bit. He's going to have to put the foot on the hip.
He's going to try and go under and get that reverse grip right there. See how he's going? There he is. He's going to try and lock his hands, and it's about to be, homeboy's trying to do a counter. And
Cameron kind of moving jittery. Very jittery, so he's but he's not, there's no grip.
There's nothing there. He needs to use that leg kind of like a pendulum and sweep him back.
Well, Cameron has a next guard sweep set up here. He doesn't go for it.
Here comes the heel hook again. He's going to get this one.
Oh.
He's going to get this one, or it's going to... There's a knee bar.
Good for the knee.
Oh, my Lord, have mercy.
This is not good. He needs to push. Jeremy needs to push with the right leg.
Jeremy is tough, dude. Look at that. That knee was hyperextended.
Yeah, I don't like his defense though. I feel like he didn't react well. He should have reacted before. And last case scenario, you need to kick the butt of Cameron and get out of there.
Yeah, but he stayed calm, man, under pressure, and we're back at it. A little under 4 minutes left. Jeremy Pear trying to defend off this gigantic McVitie of a man.
Jeremy going for that reverse arm lock on the far side, but that's kind of difficult. It's more of a...
I wonder if I can get my wife's attention from across the room and ask her to bring me a water.
Flash here. Just, you can take that.
Ryan, you're still here.
Huh?
The adult advanced super heavy.
Can you take me out of that, please? I thought I took myself out of all the other ones. I hurt my neck Monday in training. I tried to do a little man move and invert underneath, and then I got stacked with all of my weight on my neck. So it felt pretty great. I know you don't know how that feels, Professor Allen, being a wannabe Hooster weight.
No, pandemic has been rough. I've gained a few pounds. I'm probably at 155 right now.
But no, you're holding it. You're holding the thickness good though.
Well, I've been lifting weights.
Oh, McVitie to the quarter guard.
Possible triangle situation for Cameron here. He needs to. He already has Jeremy's right arm trap. But he took his leg out.
He doesn't seem like a triangle guy to me. He looks like he's going to want to probably get that head and arm.
Oh, I didn't see his right arm was caught.
He's got him caught over there. I like to finish it from half guard too sometimes, but I think he's going to go to mount and then get to the other side. Boom, there we go.
Yep.
Yeah, he's going to, it's about to be.
And he's that much bigger than Jeremy that the pressure should be amazing.
Oh, and he goes with mirror lock to finish it. Isn't that a mirror lock, right?
So that is, it's a variation.
Like a variation, yeah.
There is a great variation from the guard and the gi as well. I do. It's
great job by Mr. McVitie. That was a great match, and Jeremy just showing his toughness, man. He's no joke. That was great.
Yeah, but Jeremy just got the wrong side of the
wrong side of the coin there. Look how much bigger McVitie is than him. Like his back, it looks like a 12-year-old versus a 30-year-old man.
I just want to smack the back, right? Like
I don't want to. I don't know if I want to smack that guy.
Well, I'm sure I can outrun him.
I'm not sure if that's something I'd want to do. But we are gearing up for our next match, whatever that may be. And Professor Andressa approaching the commentary booth again. How's it going, ma'am?
You gonna fight?
Fight you?
No, your
You should
name
just go with
there.
that, like that. Yeah.
Man, nah.
Someone sign you up.
No, I pulled myself out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
As usual, he pulls.
Yeah, just,
thank you.
yeah. Who am I supposed to fight anyways? I don't even have a
Well, I did see Cameron pointing at you, so I mean.
pointing at me, like he wants me? No, I had to pull out. I hurt my neck Monday, and then just the whole thing of this, no sleep. You know, I could have jumped in there, but I'm not gonna be stupid. I've only gotten back training, like I think, in the last 2 weeks. So, you know, it was an ambitious registration by me, but you know.
So what events do we have coming up after we have our tournament today? What do we got going? What do we got going on for November?
Huh? You didn't? Don't worry about it then. We're good. All right, sorry. Yeah, so what was that?
What do we got coming up? What's next?
November 14th, we have the Kids 3 event, which will be here at Warehouse Live. Beautiful venue. Thank you to them again for for hosting it. Everything looks beautiful. So we
November 14th.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, like we have these gaps on the main stage, and they're doing the gold medal matches on the ground, and it's not what I wanted.
But you know, this is something that
It doesn't make any sense.
Well, we can go off of it, and next time it'll go a lot smoother. But on the good side is that we're putting it out there. It's transparent, right? It's not perfect.
Well, no, I mean it's not perfect. It's our first one, but I mean it shouldn't be very hard to make sure that, the gold medal matches are happening here. They'll happen next time. All right, we're gonna take a little break. We'll be back.
All right, we're back. So, gold medal match, Ryan. We got.
I don't believe this. I believe this is the opening match. Oh, it is the final, isn't it? The female absolute qualifier. We got Tiara Lewis, 3CG veteran, in that, out here. She's been hitting the competition scene hard, looking good, fighting for fight to win recently.
And she fought in a few of our events, Kumite and qualifiers, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, guys. I'm eating one of these healthy bars that Andressa gave me. Sorry, Professor Andressa gave me. It's pretty good. Tastes like cardboard a little bit, but I like it.
So we got Trinity Pun versus Tiara Lewis. Now, Trinity has already Tiara in a triangle, and she's showing.
She's a much.
Oh, this is not good for Tiara.
No. Tough. It's a reminder, slams are legal at Third Coast Grappling.
Now, one thing you got to understand, Trinity has been in this position many times, right? You can tell this is part of her game now. Is Tiara here a lot? That's the question.
She's cutting that angle really good. But I don't think she has that shoulder as good as she needs to have it.
Well, she seems in there pretty deep, right? I mean,
it's your shin positioning on the back of the neck. I want it to be more up with that knee more in the neck.
Oh, this is not good.
Nah, yeah.
Man, her arm is just...
arm, bro. Ooh.
Oh, my goodness.
Tiara is not... Oh, man, that was tough. Trinity wins by submission.
Man, you can tell that arm kind of fully extended.
Man,
right?
that was impressive.
Not only that, it was
very
the
impressive.
Shoulder and the elbow.
Yeah. Tiara's a gamer, though. She's tough. She stuck it out. That was great.
Sometimes, being a tough competitor, you want to hold on to the most you can, but there's times when you're caught.
Great job.
Right? I mean,
it was a great match.
She needs to go get that checked out, maybe possibly. I'm sure it's possibly ice it, right?
Yeah, I mean that was lightning fast. Whoa, is that Andy Boy down there? No, Nick Schwann throwing down again. Like this guy is everywhere.
Against Shean.
Again, I love it.
Yeah, Shean has competed like 10 times.
I love it. It's beautiful.
He's great. And that's what it's all about, right? Jiu-Jitsu is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be light. If you're a competitor, you always want to win, right? At the end of the day, you want to win.
See, this is for, when I come by your house later on for that Halloween party. How long are y'all going tonight? Is it just a kids thing, or are you going to be getting turned up a little bit?
It's a kids thing, but it really turns into an adult
Are you going to
thing.
be a trick, or are you going to be a treat?
I consider myself two sides of the coin.
I consider myself quite the treat. Conversation. A lot of people don't get to know me, Professor Allen. I'm a little closed off, I've been told. But those that know me, for the most part, love me. Or they love and hate me. I mean, it's just one of those things. But just be assured, people, I really don't like you either. So if you don't like me. I'm just kidding.
I'm excited about this match right here.
Oh, boy,
Ryan.
Jay Fan.
Man, we got Jay Fan versus Joshua Dawson.
True, absolute. My wife just brought me another protein bar. All this healthy food. I think they're telling me I need to slim up, Professor Allen. All the women in my life. What's going on here?
I could tell you that straight up without giving you a bar.
Look at this.
But we got Josh Dawson. Josh Dawson fighting out of Gracie, Baja, Texas. This guy's a beast, right?
I fought Jay Fan at a Fuji tournament, and I got him in a leg lock so deep that I thought I broke his leg in half, and he just took it. And he's a former Rice football player. He's a super athlete.
Well, look at Josh.
But
Josh was just in the kids class about a year ago.
And look at him. He's just barely got some facial hair on his face.
I mean, this guy's...
Josh Dawson's coming at him, though. But look, this is a true David versus Goliath right here. I think Josh needs to sit, and I think he needs to work his, I don't know.
One thing...
There he goes, that scissor takedown. Connie Basami style, right to the legs. He's going straight for the hill. He's going straight for it.
That's that new school stuff.
Jay's not ready for this. But Jay.
Does not look good
Josh
for Jay.
Has got it.
Well, this does not look good for Jay.
It's not good.
He needs to put
Jay's
the foot
defending well. Jay's defending well. He's going for the hands right there, trying to break the grip.
Josh needs to put that right leg on the foot, on the hip, right there. And now he's going to have to extend Jay, and then be able to get that heel hook.
He needs to get a better bite on the heel. Jay did well defending, but Josh might have exposed his back. Jay is much bigger and stronger. He needs to be very careful in these positions.
Well, right now, Jay is at 100% defense, right? So I wouldn't be too concerned if I'm Josh.
Nice, very nice by Jay.
Now, one thing, Josh has competed with us before. He went against JT Little, right? JT Little coming back at the end for the win. Josh always showing up really strong at the beginning, right? So I'm curious to see, did he blow out a little steam at the beginning, right? I'm looking at his wrestling stance. We have left foot forward, kind of switching between left and right. So I like to see a little bit of a consistency when it comes to wrestling stance. Oh, my goodness.
Another Connie Basami. Shout out Gordon Ryan.
That is very, very dangerous takedown attempt right there.
He's going to go for that shoulder. Look at it. He was going to go for that overhook.
Such a dynamic game for Josh.
Uh-oh.
See, this is the problem where Josh gets into, right? He'll immediately go for many attacks at the beginning.
But he leaves himself vulnerable sometimes because he's going for these, I would say low percentage techniques, but they pay off big if you hit them, right? Well, they're game enders. They're like a sniper, one shot, one kill.
It's a big show attempt, but it takes a lot of energy. And you're looking at Jay Fan. This dude is
gigantic.
Huge. So he doesn't understand how much energy he's spending or he's using, and then it all hits you at once, right?
Josh is Josh has been a daily training partner throughout the pandemic with Professor Andressa Centro, world champ, Professor Lucas Valente, world silver medalist last year, and I mean he's won everything. So I mean Josh has been training with some of the top people in the game. So he's got a heart of a lion. So I wouldn't count him out quite yet.
No, if there's anything that he does, he puts on a great show and he goes to the death. Right?
And he's a kid. I mean, he's just barely getting started. You know what I'm saying? Like the future of look, he's going to go to that knee on belly, but he almost had that leg entry right there.
He needs to get out of that side control, right?
Oh.
So what he needs to start doing right now is
Jay's trying to trap that arm, but Josh is savvy. He's gonna escape. He's gonna have to break it. I don't think Josh is gonna tap.
Josh needs to get that left hand over his. He's gonna have to start bumping or give his back. He's gonna have to give his back at this point. Right?
He's trying to counter. Oh, he did. Jay got it. Wow, what a match. What a match.
It was like an Americana from a side control type deal, right?
That was great. That was a great match. Jay Fan moves on, ladies and gentlemen. Great match.
Look at the power Jay Fan brings.
Great job, guys. Great job.
He sort of looks like the guy from the Capoeira movie. What's it called? You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
I got to find that.
Look at his pecs. I wonder what kind of chest workouts he does.
The banana weight. He probably just does chest every day.
Just straight up, just machine bench. That's what I do. I do the machines. I ain't about that free weight life. But things are moving along good. The matches look good down there on the sixth flow. And we're coming up. We're moving right along. Gabriel Macario versus Curry Gout. Curry Gout is a no-show as well. Come on, guys. Like, we've said it once already. Save an injury, save whatever. But if you sign up for a tournament, like, just come and compete. Come do your thing. And if you're not going to do it, at least cancel. Cancel your registration. Because at least people, kind of in a bad situation. So
yeah, the movie I was talking about was it was not Over the Top.
Over the Top.
No, Over the Top was Sylvester Stallone. It was Only the Strong.
I might have missed that one.
Only the Strong, and the actor's name is Mark Dacascos. And if anyone who's into martial arts, you may want to see that. Actually, that was filmed in Miami, and I was living in Miami at the time. And I actually played basketball
hold on.
at one of those locations. So. All right, guys, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. we're back.
Up next is your male Nogi Advanced final. Cameron McVitie versus Nick Swan.
So Ryan, we got our finals here. We had Cameron earlier taking the victory versus Nick Swan, who's been competing all day today. And you know, one thing I like about Third Coast in our tournament is the value for the money. Man, these guys have competed. How many matches have they had?
I mean, the only thing that I think you could compare, like Grappling Industries does a lot of round robin, but you know, some of these guys are getting like a ton of matches today. So
We got Shean in the background ready to go too.
oh man,
This guy's
he's ready. He's ready to lay some of that Irish rage on somebody.
I think he chugged down a Guinness at the bar right before the match.
Now maybe an Irish car bomb.
But we got the match.
I could go for an Irish car bomb right now. It's kind of breakfasty, right?
I mean, yeah, we're sort of in the brunch stage at this point.
I think I just need to start getting drunk now because I got to go to a Halloween party and dress up like Harry Potter.
Yeah, me too.
And like, I'm gonna be like this. I'm gonna be Harry Potter with a dad bod.
Oh my God. Man, I really like Nick Swan. Nick Swan has been competing for Third Coast for a while. He's a competitor out of Lake Charles.
And I love those guys make the effort to come out and support,
Man, they
make the drive.
you know, they love jiu-jitsu, and that's what it's all about, right? And a lot of times, reverse armbar position.
Well, he's looking for that shoulder crunch Sumigashi Gordon Ryan style. There it is.
Possible sweep here from Marcel,
That's the one that
Garcia style, right?
Well, that's the one that he hit. Gordon hit Buchecha with at ADCC, and the one he hit Cyborg with.
But Gordon went straight to a triangle after that.
No, see, he'll normally get the sweep right here straight to mount, or he'll go to that triangle like he did on Bo Nichols. See right here, straight to mount.
Yeah, I don't like the way Nick
That
Swan
was
was having his arms out there in front of him. Like
This
that.
guy must have watched Gordon's DVD. Gordon, if you're listening, I still think you suck.
But this competitor, Cameron, does look like Techno Viking. So anyone who's out there on YouTube, check out Techno Viking and
He might be on MDMA.
let us know.
Can we get a drug test on this guy?
Oh man, thanks.
Zach just brought us pizza in a cup.
This is great.
Let's take a picture of our
Never
pizza
seen
cups.
This, this
Oh.
is great.
Look, I'm just gonna take a little.
Yeah.
There we go. Hold up your cup of pizza.
So we have Cameron McVitie. Sorry. Man, he's putting the pressure on Nick Swan. You know, Nick, great competitor. I just need to see him get out of this. He needs to get out of this half guard. He needs to move. Oh, nice reversal by Nick. It's probably going to pull guard here. And that's one thing with someone with the body style as Cameron. You need to catch him off transitions. You need to go for a sweep or submission and then catch him off that transitional movement.
Trying to do a little social media update here. And catch the finals matches. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching me type right now. It's very rude of me, I know, but we have pizza in a cup, so we just had to make a statement about that. I've had pizza on a plate, but never in a cup. What about you, Professor Allen? You ever had pizza in a cup before?
No, it's the usual. I've had it many times before.
In a cup, really?
You know, it's weird situations. You know?
This looks like Pizza Hut, so I'm going to tag them in this. So, Pizza Hut, shout out, pizza in a cup. So, Pizza Cup, Pizza Hut, who knows? If you don't like my jokes, I'm sorry. I write them myself.
All right, 6'2", Cameron up, right? I'm curious to see. This is the first time that Nick was on. Nick is on top, so you know he's giving a chance for Cameron to stand up. I don't know exactly what his game plan is.
I mean, it's been a good match. McVitie 6'2". He hit that Gordon Hyan sweep, or as you said, Marcelo Garcia sweep. Suma shoulder crunch, Sumigashi. I don't know if I'm a big fan of the Japanese. I know Professor Brandon loves the Japanese terminology, but
Yeah,
I think he just likes it because it sounds like he's that he's cultured and well traveled.
You know what I like? I think you should set up some matches versus McVitie versus Douglas Hernandez versus.
We got heel hooks.
Oh, this is not good.
Oh boy.
Man, great submission here by Nick Schwan.
Your winner by submission, Nick Schwan. Sorry.
You know, you should do that. I mean, I think I'm pretty good at that.
Sorry, Oliver, you're out of a job.
I mean, that was pretty good. And
Professor Lucas over here. Come on.
And you know
that was good, right?
Yo, you should have him
That
do it.
was good, right?
Lucas is like not impressed.
My announcing, it was great, right?
Look, while doing the announcing, this dude has a straight up pizza.
Somebody's
in his
calling
hand.
me. I don't know who it is. Let's
Look,
see.
Pizza in the cup.
Straight up
I got a
pizza.
pizza in a cup. This is Ryan.
Lucas, one pizza in the cup.
Sir, let me ask you something. When you get people's numbers without them giving it to you, does it make you feel better? Remove me from your fucking call list. Thank you. Sorry.
So,
Sorry, guys. I got a spammer right there.
I
Phone
want to
call
say
right
great
there.
night of events, but man, it's only 11:22, and and Shean is ready to go.
Look at him
Oh man, this
with the
dude
white
is-
belt rash guard. Him and Macario in the house. I'm a white belt in life. It's all good. I'm just kidding. I'm a blue belt. Pizza in a cup. You can't beat it.
All right.
Shean versus Gabriel Macario.
And Gabriel wearing the We Defy
Quarter-
rash guard. What is don't tread on me
Gabriel-
for people who don't know? So people who aren't from Texas, like myself, what does don't tread on me mean?
Maybe like don't do a burnout, like
I
on
have
my
no-
on my body.
I'm being serious. I have no idea.
It's a military thing, man. Like don't tread on me. It used to be like an old unit patch or something. I don't know, but don't tread on me is basically like an old saying that we would say to other countries, like don't impede on us, don't disrespect us, don't I don't know, honestly. I'm bullshitting, but that could be what it means.
I mean, at the end of the day, it could be just don't mess with me, right? I mean,
Really like my pizza in a cup. It's really, really, really hitting the spot.
I'm sure it is. You can have mine.
That's your pizza in a cup.
No, I'm good.
Maybe Professor Lucas would like some. Hey, Lucas, you want some pizza in a cup?
It's organic.
I don't think Professor Lucas has ever had pizza.
Can you imagine? Pizza's like the best thing in the world.
If Coach Ricky was here,
Oh,
he would have ate both of our pizza.
And the cups.
Yeah, he might have recycled those.
Man, so I
Such a
like
good guy.
I like Shean. Shean is a guy, he's a competitor. He's been here a few times. He doesn't care, man. He's going forward.
I love that samurai spirit.
That's great, man. And we need more of that in jiu-jitsu. And he's going against Gabriel Macario. Now, Gabriel went for a couple foot sweeps, right? So I'm curious.
Gabriel
to see.
trained at Gracie Barra, Texas, too, under Professor Dracolino on an MMA team. So he's an accomplished.
Where is he at now, though?
I think he's one of the GBs still. I mean, he kind of trains around. You know the MMA guys are.
Yeah.
They kind of float around, but he's tough. So Shean right here, man, holding his own with it. What kind of shorts are those? I don't know. But I might need to get a pair. My wife would really like how my tuchus looks in those.
Kind of looks like the good undies.
Man, those are the good undies.
You know, two things. I like the way Shean
Professor Andressa laying down the law on the stalling. We
You know,
want action.
She's been known from previous 3CG events to not play around, give warnings.
She told me last week that she was going to make me cry on the mats.
Man,
And you know what? I believed her.
I would too.
But you know what? She didn't make me cry. Because we didn't train.
There we go. You left before live training.
Yeah, I had to go to the restroom. And I snuck out the back.
I want to see more movement. I do see Macario kind of breaking the grips of
Oh,
Shean.
Shean pulling guard.
Being more aggressive. Now, he did this earlier, right? He did this earlier with the other competitor, and he went for a leg lock, which cost him the match. So I'm curious, is he going to make that same mistake? Is he going to go for the leg? What is he going to do?
So do you think these cups could be multi-purpose if we have to go to the bathroom?
Technically, if you had to drink water, just throw it in
Could
there.
I just pee in that? I'm just kidding, guys. I'm a little delirious. I think most of us here, except Professor Allen, are running on limited sleep, but those are the sacrifices we make to bring these dope shows to you. And special shout out to David Martinez and Arion DeMello and our team, for 3CG Open. We're expanding, we're growing, we're moving into different markets, because that's what you got to do. You got to diversify. You can't just be a one-trick pony. So we're trying to make segues into all aspects of grappling.
Makar is going to look for that underhook and start knee slicing down to his left-hand side. It just depends.
If he would,
I don't understand what he's trying to do. He kind of looks like...
If he would just underhook, if he would just, kind of like body lock those legs and just sprawl out, he could easily break open that, that tight half guard.
Yeah, I kind of feel like he's trying to go straight to a pass, straight to side control, but he needs to commit, right? He needs to go for the underhook.
Shehan's half guard is nothing to really.
Is this my water?
Yes.
Actually, that was my urine.
It smells like it.
Yep. Smells like I don't know.
It tastes like pure coronavirus. I mean, Corona Light.
I took a sip earlier.
Hey, look! Shout out pizza. Hey, we got to put the pizza in the cup as a symbol.
Pizza in a cup.
Symbol.
You got some.
Oh, I got some pizza on the face. Good thing that wasn't on the camera.
There you go.
See, Zach eats. Zach's
When
got
you drink pizza, when you drink pizza out of a cup, you kind of get it on your face a little
Man.
Well, Zach's got 2 young children, so maybe he's kind of imitating how they eat.
bit. No, my son eats like a savage.
Oh, I've seen him.
He's so messy.
I've seen him. Aislinn too. She was sitting there the other night, like she had a spoonful of macaroni and was like literally trying to pour it in her mouth, and it just went all over her head. And her face.
My wife always
It's like
makes fun of me.
macaroni.
My wife always makes fun of me when I eat chips. He says I'm like a wood chipper. I'm like.
Oh, I love that.
The weirdest thing about you, Zach, is that your love of hot, ungodly hot things, like
super extreme hot.
it's like I bet you would probably like to be tied up and beaten too. Like if you like hot
just
stuff
my
like
tongue,
that.
just tie up my tongue and beat it. But that came out weird.
Yeah, I had to take a pause on that one. I had to take a pause, definitely.
Yeah, I don't like temperature hot. I mean, I like okay hot coffee, but I don't like super. Like some people drink like steaming hot coffee. I don't like that shit.
Like Starbucks will.
But I like as spicy as possible food.
Is it because
takes
you don't have any
training.
taste buds, or
No, it takes training. I started putting this habanero sauce from. Shout out to Habaneros Tacos in Seabrook, Texas.
Oh, that's the best. The
that-
hot one over there.
Yeah, but that
Yeah,
hot sauce
the super hot one.
is like the hottest shit I've ever eaten.
I love it.
And I started putting it on everything, and then the next thing you know, nothing was hot enough. I was like
You can only put drops of that
heroin
stuff
addict.
on.
Yeah, I was like, no, I put like a whole thing on it.
Oh, dude, I'd put drops on it, and then I'd be like, can I get some milk?
Yeah, so
Cabron.
once you start putting that stuff on everything, then it's like a heroin addict where you just can't. You're always chasing the dragon.
Uh-oh, we got an overtime. Shehan's starting on top. Can Shehan get the guard pass and move on to the next?
This guy's been
the
like
next round?
fight. Every time I look up, Sheehan's fighting.
He's been on the mat like 20 times.
Dude,
I don't think he's left the mat. I think he may have even
fucking
jumped. This is like Zach at
Oh
the
my
Gracie
God.
Baja Invitational or whatever we
dude.
did. Zach was like fighting like 4 different brackets.
I met with him. He said he was going to an open mat after.
And I went, they put me against like some like 40-something-year-old man, and I just cross-choked the shit out of him. And like there's some kid in the audience who's like, Papa, no!
I was in like 3 different divisions.
Like they're yelling, Papa, no!
The
Don't
worst is when you're in multiple divisions and you're getting your name called as you're about to go out for a different division. Like,
Dude, I've done it before where like I get done competing, I go and I have to take a deuce, and as I'm taking a deuce, they're calling, hey, blah, 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 this, that, and the other, Ryan, come to the mat. And I'm like, oh.
so we got a couple mats that are tapped out on matches.
Yeah, and I told him, feed him up to
Well, I mean,
Aaron
like
DeMello,
1, 2,
please come
3.
to the stage, sir.
No, there's none of the other ones on finals.
So there's no more
Oh, wait,
finals?
this is a final, that's a final, that's a final. So
And I
yeah.
only want to do them all on this.
Man, I like how Shehan's just hanging in here, you know.
Hey, dude, you're stepping on my mic cable, bro.
Sorry.
God.
So Sheehan's at a Gracie Baja Katie, right?
I think he's like, just, you know, Gracie Baja everywhere. Maybe the Woodlands, maybe Katie.
He trains like he does
Like he
tournaments
competes?
on every single match.
No, he's hitting every class on the
He
schedule.
trains like he hits
I don't
divisions.
I don't have a single school I train at. I train on them all, and I don't have a single mat I compete on. I compete on them all.
This guy has been fighting all day. And he got his money's worth, you know, and that's what it's all about, right? Look at him, look at him.
Hey, so can we please make sure there's all the, because we don't have many matches left. We can make all the gold medal matches here.
There's like,
I mean,
2,
Dude,
3.
it sucks. Like,
I
everybody's
can.
already
How many you
complaining.
got?
They're like, well, you know, my family was going to watch on YouTube. Because, I mean, there's only, how many matches?
You watch it?
What?
You watch it?
Watch what?
The fight?
Yeah.
Yeah? What do you think?
I think,
I like Shean.
yeah. Brian Shean. The fat guy.
Wait, Lucas wasn't watching?
The ginger.
Yeah.
Well, what does she think? What is she asking us? We're commentary. We don't pay attention.
She's probably bored.
Shean takes it and moving on. Look at him. Persistence paying off. Ryan Shehan. I think it was the change of
You know,
shorts.
I would love to have him on here at some point.
Shout out. Very nice, Mr. Shehan. Very nice. Keep those dubs coming.
You got to go to current.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to the Male Absolute Qualifier Nogi, the quarterfinals. Bruno Matias back in here. This guy is competing like nonstop. He's a very handsome man too, so you know he could compete, maybe be a model, you know, do something like that if he wanted to. I mean, it's a no homo at all. I know
Arian says
Arian's,
he's the model.
Arian's down here being jealous because you know he was.
You know, after this match, we're gonna have a face-off of like, you know, the Zoolander style.
Yeah.
Where they're gonna do a walk-off.
Oh man, Bruno looks like he has a little more
walk-off.
sassy.
Who's
We're
gonna
doing a
be
walk-off.
in it?
We're
Who's
doing a
gonna be in
walk-off.
it?
Arian and
Bruno.
So yeah.
Uh-oh, here we go. Hunter Scott Gregg in the house. Bruno Matias. What? What happened?
Did you go here?
Foot sweep city. Uh-oh. Bruno's getting under. He's going to go right for a leg. And here it comes. Right there to the foot lock to the knee bar. And it's
Oh.
over. I mean, all day.
You know, I was just taking a sip of my coffee. I didn't get a chance
Your
to.
winner and moving on, Bruno Matias. We're just kind of, you know, going with it as we go. Why are you crying? Did I do
was
such a great
laughing.
job?
I was laughing, sorry.
Did you enjoy that?
No, it's just eternal joke.
We're getting our Smooth Comp software kind of set up now to make sure that we're having these, you know, these big matches going down on the finals match. We got Mr. McVitie and Nick Schwann
Man,
again coming out.
Now in the no-gi, right? No-gi.
They kind of look like each other. Maybe if Nick shaved his head and his mustache, like maybe they could be brothers.
They do kind of sort of look alike.
Professor Andressa over there is saying she's hungry, I think, in Portuguese. Lucas is like, hey,
He's like, I'm ordering it right now.
whatever you need.
All right, Schwann, McVitie.
Oh, Nick Schwann tries to go inverch.
You know, they had a match earlier, so you know they're coming up with the game plan at this point.
And you know, I love that butterfly half guard kind of like that, you know? It really keeps the big guys at bay, can help you play a little bit of that lockdown game if you want to.
I don't like the way,
But he's letting him get too
Schwann's-
chest to chest.
yeah, Schwann's arm, he's letting McVitie, okay. He corrected his position here.
He's going for that overhook right there that he's going to try to sweep to the up. McVitie smelled that one out.
And you know, for the viewers out there, you know, it kind of looks like McVitie is a lot bigger than Schwann, but Schwann's pretty big, right? I mean,
He's thick. His legs are like thick, like maybe like one of those
going for
like champion steers.
possible triangle position
Maybe
here.
Brahma bull.
He may be able to push that arm in.
He's going under. Oh, back out. Look at this. Look at the responsibility of the competitors to recenter themselves.
It's called positional awareness, and you want to have that. And you know what's funny? You have higher belts. You'll have purple, brown, and black belts. They do not have positional awareness, so they'll be running into people, running into walls, running into commentary booths.
I know, it's just madness, complete and utter madness.
And Nick's showing that today.
I think Nick is showing a lot. He's looking great. McVitie, though, he's floating on top.
Marcelo Garcia sweep right here.
Oh, you gotta. Oh, that's a little rough, Nick, right there, going for the leg again. McVitie's he's smart to this. He's watched all of John Danaher's DVDs repeatedly. Up, and so apparently has Mr. Schwan, because he has a good entry right there.
Transition
and he's got the double trouble right there.
To the heel hook on McVitie's left leg.
Now he's gonna bait that leg and then go to the other one. See, watch the back leg right there.
Yeah, he's gonna go to that left leg heel hook, right?
See the one he's trying to defend. He's gonna fall back on the other one.
Turn the hip to the other side.
There
we
it is.
go.
See
and go
right
for the heel
there. Beautiful. And he's about to finish it if he can get his hands.
And a good rule of thumb,
that's it.
You want to avoid the heel hook. Get your heel on the floor.
That's looking close.
Get your heel on the floor, McVitie.
Oh, that's tight.
This is not good right here. That's
very
it.
tight.
This should be it right here.
People not seeing the pizza in the cup.
They need to open
Sneaking
up.
up on 'em.
You need to open your eyes up. The pizza on the cup is the realness.
Oh, he got it.
No.
Cameron's out.
he
He
has
needs
to
to slide
clean
his
it.
knee. He needs to slide his knee out of Nick Schwann's center point
That
of
was
gravity.
good.
There you go.
McVitie defended well. You know, you could tell McVitie's kind of well versed in the leg game, so to speak. But Nick is he's throwing it out there. So here we go. Got about 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. This is our quarterfinal for our absolute qualifier. Winner of this bracket gets $500 and a spot on a 3CG of their choice. So big, big things on the line here. McVitie putting the pressure on. He's trying to get around that leg right there, but he might be throwing the triangle up. Oh, and he postures out and passes to side control. That's what happens, but Nick's good at retaining guard. Looks like he's trying to get on his side there, catch a leg. McVitie just keeping the pressure, forcing the back. There's a crossface. Watch for the back take here. He's gonna try and get the Kimura trap, roll. There it is. Beautiful. Nick's been here before though, but he might transition to a head and arm choke if he can get there. Nope, he's got the arm isolated. Maybe looking for, Nick might have, whoa, that was beautiful. Well done, Nick. Nick takes a deep breath. I think this is his 83rd match of the day. So
him and Shean just tearing it up.
Tearing the scene up, repping for GB. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen out there listening, if you didn't get to experience this for yourself, this is a new take on a tournament. Well, at least until somebody copies us. But this is great. It's been great action, good vibes. Everybody's really been, really came out and brought it. So here we go. About a minute and 15 seconds left. We got McVitie playing open guard. Nick Schwan looking to pass. Oh, yeah. Back in that half guard, Z guard position. I think Cameron's going to be looking for a leg, maybe underhook. Far side. There it is. Man, the great Bambino, and here it comes. He's going to cross it over. Nick's sniffing this out, but if he doesn't come up, it's over. Nick tapped. That was tough. McVitie with the heel hook. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and moving on by heel hook, Cameron McVitie. All right, guys, sorry, I'm doing double duty over here tonight, holding it down, making things happen, but that was a great match. As we said, McVitie, was well-versed on the leg game, and he played that well. Fight fire with fire, sometimes, somebody's fire is going to be a little bit hotter. But what do we have next? I think we're going to We'll take a little break, and then we'll get back to it.
All right, guys, we're back. So we're live here at Third Coast Grappling. I'm here with world black belt silver medalist Lucas Valente. How are you today?
What's up, guys? What's up, Professor Allen?
Good, I'm doing great. How are you enjoying today's, I was gonna say this evening's competition, but it's really
Looks like
daytime,
evening,
right?
yeah.
I'm having, you know, me and you having beers here, you know, like.
No, just you. Just you.
No, but how are you enjoying the matches today?
I'm loving it.
So you've been able to ref the matches, right? You've been
Yes. I've been, I like the level of the competitors, you know, and some great standouts here.
And so, you know what's great? It's like you see these guys and they'll be going up the ranks and maybe one day they'll be going against you, right? So
Yeah.
it's a good way to study your opponent. So.
Yeah, and also a good thing is that it's usually hard, especially when you're making a tournament. It's to keep everything on time, you know, and like we're actually running ahead of time. What it's amazing, you know.
And so what can you tell us with you? I know the pandemic and everything's been going on. You've been looking forward to the Worlds this year, right? So it looks like a great possibility of that happening this year in December. So what is your training looking like? What are you going to do to prepare? What's new?
If you ask me, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Oh, man.
With the, like, things in Brazil are pretty bad.
Pretty bad,
you
right?
You know, the pandemic. Here it's like the worst ever for, I mean, at least what the news say, you know. Europe is closing up again, so I don't think it's even like fair to make something called Worlds at that point, you know. Like I would love to happen everything, but like I really feel for the people that that can be here, you know.
Right. Because you don't want to, you don't want whoever wins has an asterisk too, right? Because people can't fly in and
exactly.
They can't compete,
And it was. Like I was able to train all year round, you know, but I know a lot of people who wasn't being able to train during the pandemic. You know, some places were like really bad, like Chicago, you know, Illinois, and I don't know. I think it's because of a month maybe, you know, like that would be ideally on the 15th of December, you know, maybe just wait a little bit for next year and things get better. I don't know.
So how's your training going? I know, you know, I've seen you in the training room every day. I don't want to train with you, you know. But what I'm saying is, I know you're always training hard. Anything new for you, you know, any new events or seminars coming up for you?
Yeah, I got a bunch of seminars coming up. Going to Tennessee, going to Alabama, then going to Florida, and after that I'm going to Brazil. You know, for around Christmas time, around the 20th, you know. But I'm on. My whole focus now is just to improve every aspect of my game. You know, I'm not really thinking about anything specific. Of course, I'm always training for a world, so if it happens tomorrow, I'm ready. You know, but every time that I compete, my goal is to be at least 10 times better than I was the last time people saw me competing.
Right.
You know, so like I can guarantee that if you see me compete today, I'm gonna be, and you see me compete tomorrow, it's gonna be different. I'm gonna be better. You know,
and what people don't understand is when you get good at something, at jiu-jitsu, whatever, you go through stages. You go up, then you go down, you go up, down. It's a graph, right? I mean, you can never just go up. I mean, we wish, right? But I mean, in the long term, you know, looking at it from far, you go up. But sometimes it takes steps to improve, right? I mean, sometimes you want to improve your passing, sometimes you want to improve your guard.
Exactly. So one thing I noticed sometimes people, some of our students, they go and like, hey, so I'm just focusing a lot on guard now, so my passing felt like it got worse. You know, but it's not really that. You're just focusing more on one aspect of your game, and the other one is just resting there a little bit, you know, and then you're gonna warm that part again.
Right. So I'm glad to have you here. What can you tell us here? Well, you know, we have Gabriel Macario on top right now against Nathan Hernandez fighting on the dark side. Now, dark side, Professor Lucas, they're known for leg locks, leg entanglements. So I don't know, what's your take on the match right now?
Man, I think Gabriel, he has a good, a solid foundation, you know, and I believe that when you have a solid foundation, you are able to go pretty well against this type of game as long as you play the right strategy, you play conservative, you know. But I don't really know the other guy, Nathan. You know, I haven't seen him compete yet. I watched Gabriel already, so I'm liking the match. So we'll see now. We're in overtime. It's golden score, so let's see.
So one thing here at Third Coast, we have a different rule set. So let's say Gabriel, let's say he was up 2-0 to the overtime. He gets to choose top, bottom, or Oh, we talked about the dark side with the leg locks here, but Gabriel with the great fundamentals here may take the back.
Macario with the back take. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I had to go take a potty break.
So how do you feel about the third coast rules, and
Beautiful, beautiful stuff.
does it play into your favor? How do you like it compared to IBJJF? What are your thoughts?
Man, I feel like if you train Jiu-Jitsu with the goal of improving, you're gonna feel comfortable in any rule set, you know. And I think every rule set, of course, has the pros and cons.
Gabriel coming up to take the back, it looks like right here. Beautiful. Oh,
Sweet.
Should be it.
good turn in. Uh-oh, inverted triangle.
Man, and our
That's
refs are on it, man. You know, one thing I told Professor
that it?
Andressa is give
that
out
it?
warnings before the match.
Winner about points?
Before the match. But like you were saying, every rule set has its pros
Yes,
and cons.
pros and cons. I really like the third coast rule set.
Which one is it?
I think it's.
All right, your winner by points, Gabriel Macario. All right.
I think it's a rule set that makes you go forward, you know, and but I mean, no rule set is perfect, you know. Might have people complaining and it's kind of stuff like it always will, but I really like the rule set. I think it's very let's put it that way.
Dynamic. Very
Dynamic,
different, right?
exactly, very dynamic. That's the word I was looking for.
Speaking of dynamic, where's my cell phone at?
I don't know, but
Uh-oh.
Professor Lucas, hey, I appreciate it. Thank you very much
Thanks
for
so
coming
much,
by.
Professor.
Hey, we always love training with you, talking to you.
I don't love training with him, but I do like him as a
I
person.
enjoy it. I get to try
I love
things
learning
out,
from
but
you. I love learning from
You
you.
love training with me.
I love learning from you.
And
Training with you.
I got a question. Why do you have a slice of pizza inside a red cup?
Actually, I was holding it for you.
That's the story of the day. We didn't have any plates, so we just stuck it in a cup.
So
Oh my
this
God.
slice of pizza, it's organic, but not only that, it's made with kombucha oil.
Hey,
There you go.
we actually got that from Whole Foods just for you.
Oh yeah, with kicking kombucha.
Whole
on it.
Foods
Yeah.
just for him.
Whole Foods. That's
Hey, hold that
freaking-
up for Jordan. You got to hold it up. Take a picture with it.
That's freaking Domino's.
I have a
Come
feeling
on.
Lucas isn't here. Jordan's taking a bite. But
We got the ladies' finals of the beginner no-gi up next.
so who do we got, Ryan? We got Yari Reina versus Tiffany
You can take a shot at that one.
Taliercio.
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 That's Italian.
I
Via
mean,
Corta.
it could be, man. It could be.
It's Italian.
Who knows?
Where is my... I can find it. I had left it right there.
Got it. All right, so this is the final right here. I'm curious to see. You know, we haven't seen these matches. They were going on in the main tournament room. So I'm curious to see what they have to bring to the table.
Y'all gonna start tearing down the other stuff? No. I'm glad we're ending earlier. Shouldn't be much longer. What do you think? What do you think so far? Ran pretty good?
You ran pretty good, bro.
David said people were bitching a lot. A lot of people didn't show up. Well, but they paid anyways, so whatever. But it was our first one, I think.
I was like, sir, if you sign up for a video, you have to travel, you go there, and then they got a lot of guys who show up. You're gonna ask for a bitch, you have to pay your travels, pay your hotel, and they're gonna pay registration too.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, I see how it is, I see how it is, I see how it is. Then he just walk away. I was like, all right.
Please them all.
That's all I'm saying. Just like, keep making everybody happy.
No. Inaugural 3CG Open. The ladies are going at it. We got the female no-gi final beginner. These ladies, the Yari Reina versus Tiffany Taliercio. That's a mouthful.
I think we should just stick to Yari and Tiffany.
What about Tiff?
We can do that.
T-Dog. You like that?
Well, I don't know.
Ladies and
but
gentlemen, I've had too much coffee. today and not enough sleep, so I'm starting to hallucinate.
Well, I hope everyone.
Was that mushrooms that Zach gave us in our coffee? Is that why I'm hallucinating right now?
I think it was. They called it acid stamps.
Oh, it was the acid stamps that had
No,
George
kids.
Bush's nose on it.
No, ladies and
Adion DeMello over here making a bunch of noise, jealous of the model life. It's okay, sir.
No,
It's okay.
So there you go. So, you know, I hope everyone's enjoying the broadcast. You know, this is sort of it's a loose event. We're trying to have fun.
You know, this is our first one. We're just giving it a go, and you know, there's some things to work on that we'll work on for the future. But all in all, it's been a great tournament. You know, a lot of people really coming in fighting hard.
Oh, and, nice reversal here by Reina.
Right there. These ladies are just flowing and just nonstop.
And that's one thing I really like about white belt matches or beginners, blue belts, is because you get to see a lot of reversals and awkward positions.
So we just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What I was talking with Arian was we can just do all the finals matches and then we can clear space and the guys can get out.
Yeah, do all the finals after this.
After this, okay.
That works.
Oh, that's not good, right?
Oh,
Reina
she's got the back. Oh, she got the tap.
I didn't like the way Tiffany turned around to stand up, right? But this is part of being in the beginner section, right? This is part of the learning process, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by rear naked choke, Yadi Reina.
Oh, I like the.
All right, and we're back. Oliver, this is all your fault. Actually, you don't have a job anymore, so.
You know,
sorry.
I kind of like multitasking here. I mean,
I like it. I like announcing. I like this whole hearing myself but not seeing myself thing.
Yeah, I don't
like looking at myself.
You know. Hey, but
you and Professor Brandon, you'll probably stand in front of the mirror multiple times a day and look at yourselves.
No, actually what we do is we send each other pictures of what we're wearing and we see is it going to match or not. But aside from that, everyone who's watching live on YouTube, you know,
so
please
bad.
if you can give us an encouraging comment, or if the best thing for you to do is to subscribe to the channel.
I'm going to make an announcement real quick. 1 second. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be running our finals matches basically one after another after we get through this next match. So, you know, keep your eyes on the main mat, and if you're at home watching on YouTube, just keep watching. Thank you.
All right. We've become such a digital world. There's people watching on YouTube
talking shit to us like Call of Duty players.
But from the actual stands, I mean, that's awesome.
Let me find somebody in the stands running their mouth. You know, I got my no-gi shorts on under these sweatpants.
Man.
I'm ready.
All right, so we got the male no-gi advanced. I mean, beginner.
I guess
beginner
it's a semi. Well, guys, I lied. Excuse me. Hello, everyone. Let me see. I like all this stuff. Why not on flow? Have kids gone yet? Looks and sounds great. Can't watch with audio. What belts are these guys? Shorts with pockets? I mean, shorts with pockets happen in the streets, baby. I mean, what happens if you come against somebody with some cargo pants? What are you going to do then, huh?
You know, we try to keep it real here.
You know, I mean, if I'm in a street fight and a guy has cargo pants on, last thing I'm worried about is getting my finger or my toe caught in his pants. JustGiPants.com. It's just stuck there. Is Brandon hacking the? Has he hacked our stream? Nah, you're behind, dude. Oh man, it's still on there.
I mean, did he pay for
now
this
the video guys? Hold on. Video, please switch from the sponsor reel back to the live video on the main mat, please.
We'll be right back, guys.
There we go, Jeff Messina, Revolution Dojo. versus Keandre versus Team Rivas in the house.
Now, when we talk
Professor
about
Daniel Rivas, good guy.
when we talk about Houston Jiu-Jitsu or Texas, Southeast Texas Jiu-Jitsu, what comes to your mind, Ryan?
Southeast Jiu-Jitsu, I think.
I mean, you got to say Gracie Baja, of course, right?
Well, Gracie Baja, but also there's a lot of really like Brazilian Fight Factory. Oh, well, I guess they're not Southeast. I mean, down in the Gulf Coast, I mean, you've really got, you've got the top, like Gracie Bajas, and then you got like Revolution Dojo. You've got a lot of great schools around town. You've got, Henzo Gracie Houston. They've been expanding. Of course, GB Texas with Professor Dracolino, Opiano, Daniel Vitti up there in Fulshire, Professor Pedro. I mean, it's a great all-star cast of professors. I mean, I don't think, in Houston, the skill level's so high that people are really surprised. They're like, hey, I've competed in California, and I've competed here in Houston, and for you guys, and the talent level does not really drop off like they would have expected.
And what people don't understand is Texas is just getting bigger, right? So we've had...
We're just trying to shine that spotlight on the great grappling in this state. That's all I've been trying to do. Rattle some cages at the same time, you know what I mean? Speaking of rattling some cages, I'm going to rattle Zach's cage later.
Where did you see the reel on? What were you saying?
What?
You were saying that the highlight reel or the...
Yeah, they actually, me and... with the slam. That was beautiful. That was nice. But, yeah, the reel was running. But what happened is me and Professor Allen were behind on the broadcast.
She was so confused.
Yeah, so we went to live. And, yeah, so that's my bad.
She was like, what are you talking about?
So we got Charlie Reed with the big slam on Keandre Dennis.
We got to say a special shout out to our production team. They've been with us basically from the beginning. Sean Powell, he's the lighting director for Breaking Benjamin and a lot of other, high level,
Did Colin
musical acts.
Colin already go?
Not yet. And then we got our guy Dash. He's jack of all trades. He does it all. And he's got a great team. So it's just getting better and better each event. Here we go.
Looks like Charlie's going to be able to pass here. He needs to push that knee, but from the top of the knee down, and then use his left leg to unravel.
Like that. But it looks like Keandre is looking to turn on that leg. Looks might have a little Hector Da Silva in him. Remember old Hector?
Yeah, Charlie needs to cross-face him though. But yeah, I do remember Hector. He competed at a few of.
He just wanted to go for those legs. He was like, "Hey, I'm a leg guy. What can I say?"
I heard when he goes to the gym every day, he just does legs.
That's it?
I mean, he is a leg guy.
All I do is squats. I go in there and do like 30 minutes of squats, and then I crawl out of the gym every day.
Every day.
That's it. That's why when I triangle Zach, it just feels like two vices closing around his neck.
Which I know what you fantasize now about, because that's actually never happened. So it's very disturbing to hear your fantasies.
I've actually gotten you in triangles, but you're such a stubborn bastard. You won't tap. So.
Well, no, you just got to actually do good triangles.
No,
I'm gonna. Someone listening to this from the outside in, I'm feeling like you're the better person. I mean, I feel like your jiu-jitsu is better.
My jiu-jitsu?
I mean, you are catching him in
triangles. Well, look, what I think. Technical-wise, I think technical-wise, I think I got Zach technical. But grittiness, toughness, strength, conditioning, and all that stuff, he's good. But those first 2 minutes, I'm dangerous. That's all I'm saying.
Not dangerous enough.
No. I'm coming to 6:30 a.m. on Monday.
I think we should have...
I've been saying that for like a year.
Threats don't scare me.
Charlie Reed with the win.
The winner, Charlie Reed. So I was a little behind on that one. Guys, I think the lack of sleep is starting to kick in. And, yeah, I don't know. We've got a big crowd on the side stage. Is Bon Jovi playing next? Yeah, put the camera on us. Let the people see us.
Not on the cup of pizza.
Look at this. No, that needs to be on the cup of pizza. Look at this, guys.
Take this
if
out.
you're not eating a cup of pizza.
I think you drink cups of pizza.
Like this? Just goes.
All right, so this guy, his name is not David Cuervo, but his guy did not come in. This guy flew in from Colorado, so David Cuervo was not able to make it, but Todd here can, and he's from Colorado. All he wanted to do was...
Who's Todd?
This guy.
Did he?
So all he wanted
did
to do was
travel with
get-
his singlet? Is my question.
All he wanted to do was get on the main stage to show Ryan McGuire what he has.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
You know, we should just grab some scissors and cut his singlet so it's like a one side, like
I
the
think
Big
him
Show.
being in a singlet has already got him in our main.
Yeah.
Well, I got my singlet in the car, so maybe we could take a picture after.
I'm pulling for him right now. Like I want him to win, just singlet wise.
Drove in from Colorado. His name is not David Cuervo. It's Todd. Let me get his last name.
Maybe Jose Cuervo. You think that's his name?
His name's
That's why he
Todd,
was stumbling in.
DeBeto. Todd DeBeto.
I could go for some Jose Cuervo right about now. Bartender. Just kidding.
All right, we got Todd versus
We got the side stage action over here.
Miguel
Castro.
These people don't realize that they can stand in front of the stage, maybe even sit on the mats if they wanted to.
Now is Miguel Cuban descent?
I don't judge people,
No, I'm just saying.
but I don't have bias.
Athletes, if you've competed already and you don't have a place to seat, I believe we are done on the main mats. If you want to get a seat down there and kind of keep the stage area unclogged.
All right, let's see it. I mean, you would think Todd has a good wrestling base based on the singlet alone, right?
You're like,
Sorry.
whenever you're like messing with the headphones, it's
Based
very
on the
loud.
singlet, you would think Todd has a strong wrestling base, but he's looking for a triangle here. He's passing that left arm to the opposite side, going for the triangle possibly. Am I screaming? Can they hear
You're
me?
just really excited. I
mean,
think.
you know,
it's a very exciting match.
I'm really surprised that he.
It is literally midnight, guys. 12:07.
Oh, possible.
Oh, we broke it.
Shit. No, it's probably out of socket right there.
Yeah.
Hey, but that's
we
not.
need a medic up here on the
That's
main
nothing
stage,
on Todd's end, right?
No, I mean,
Todd did what he needed to do. It was all on what Miguel had to tap ahead of time.
Did you mute me?
yeah.
Thank you.
It's just messing.
You know,
Amateur hour over
and
here.
You know, you need to think on Todd's end. It's not a good feeling on his end because he's actually feeling that shoulder come out of place, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll be okay. We need to get some ice and some.
Look at this. Shean
Shean.
can't stay off the mat.
You know, Shean is great. Yeah, it was on ice.
Yeah, maybe we should stay on this.
Yeah, you know, that he should be. It seems his shoulder seems to be back in place.
I don't
right?
think anything broke.
No,
I'm not a doctor.
His shoulder seems to be back in place. It kind of feels like this. So what happened to me once, I remember I got caught in an arm bar, and what I do is I do the hitchhiker rollout, right?
Right.
I get out of the arm bar, but my shoulder fell out of place. The moment I roll up and go back in the guard, it's back in place. So I kind of feel like this is a similar scenario here.
That was a great submission. I mean,
What's his name?
Todd DeBlato. Todd DeBlato, or DeBeto from Colorado coming in here.
Man, that's
A quick
great. You know,
submission.
he comes in and gets the win, right? I mean, that's what it's about.
Yeah, and now he's moving on to the finals against Charlie Reed.
Man, that was hard to watch at the beginning, but and you know what's funny is
He
that
seems so calm, like serial killer style. Like, wasn't straining, I mean, it was pretty impressive.
who Todd?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could tell that he wasn't even in a position. He looked like he was in a position not to finish the fight.
He was in guard, full guard, and
Well, right?
I think that hit him quick. That Miguel.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes techniques come on quick. You don't even know that that's going to happen. But right now we got Cameron McVitie versus Jay Fan. Jay Fan.
This is a bronze match for the no-gi adult beginner middleweight. These guys are middleweights?
Look at the size of these.
No,
dudes.
that's not right. Hold on.
We got.
No. I'm sorry. I'm reading the wrong. This is the absolute no-gi.
We got Cameron Techno Viking McVitie versus Jay Fan. Man, and I'm impressed by McVitie. He's shown he's good everywhere, right? He's good on top, he's good on bottom, good with leg lock defenses. Jay Fan, on the other hand, he showed he has good pressure. He did get caught in a knee bar situation with Jeremy. So I'm curious to see what McVitie's strategy coming in. Did he watch the matches before, right?
Is that good? All right, Jay Fan versus Cameron McVitie, semifinals.
Have you fought Jay?
Yeah, a couple of times. He's a beast, athletic specimen, man. He's tough.
We got Professor Allen taking a bathroom break.
I don't know. All right. Jay looking to pass. He's very wary of the leg game right there of Cameron, and he's trying to do that leg weave pass that I love so much.
So have you, watching all these fights today, anybody that you've seen that's kind of on your radar now that wasn't maybe before?
The guy that gets competed last, I mean, he literally, I just talked to his coach. He's like, we flew out here to get in front of you.
I told you, right?
I thought he was joking. I was like,
he's going to fight again. He gets to fight again.
Yeah, I was blushing a little bit, because I'm still like.
Well, his fight ended up not showing up. Yeah, so he wasn't going to get the fight. So we had a dropout and David Cuervo, and so.
Well, I let us coach know December 19th. We're going to get him. We'll get him out here on the big stage.
That's awesome.
Because they definitely came out and made a statement that was brutal, and it was very quick.
It was like serial killer style, just like no expression, just.
And the singlet, like if he's going to win my heart, and you know what? I bet he did that purposely because he saw my singlet picture. It's something I would have done. A guy likes a singlet, I'll wear a singlet.
A way to Ryan's heart is a singlet. So
Yep.
Send all your singlet photos to Ryan. He can't get enough of them.
Yeah, my email is zach@thirdcoastgrappling.com.
You know all my emails forward to you, Ryan, so don't pretend.
Whatever. All right. Jay's playing a pretty conservative game. He's coming to pass.
And
I just don't think
Cameron's been doing a good job of.
I would have had to fight Cameron. That would have sucked, dude.
Well,
I'm so glad I didn't fight him. I don't mind fighting anybody. I'll fight anybody, but if I'm not in shape, haven't been training.
Yeah, he didn't look in shape at all.
No, he looks in terrible shape.
He looks like he's in COVID shape.
He's like 2% body fat.
Coming out of quarantine, you're either like the best shape you've ever been or the worst shape you've ever been. There's no in between.
Zach turned into like a monster, and I gained like 30 pounds. I've lost most of it so far, but there's still a bit of ways to go.
I started getting to be able to work out more.
And when I choke your neck on Monday, you might be out for a couple of days. I'm just saying.
Ryan with the jokes.
People do like my sense of humor. What can I say? Some don't, but
yeah, nobody's saying that.
See, look, just Professor Allen back. I don't know what he's doing. He says he's going to the bathroom, but are you peeing like on the wall over there?
Yeah. What do you need your flashlight for?
Yeah. What are you doing with your flashlight?
I'm not going to normal bathrooms.
Oh, he's going to special bathrooms.
No, it just anyone who knows who has an iPhone, the flashlight just goes off. It's crazy.
Oh,
if you hit the flashlight button.
Let's see, Mr. McVitie.
All right,
I want to see these guys
not a
work.
lot of change in position, so we need something to happen. Some kind of scramble. We got a minute 40 left.
It's kind of
got a knee.
It's kind of been like Jay's been kind of shobbing him a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true. But I mean, he's being smart. He knows if he engages, he's going to be playing right into Cameron's game, wanting to get under him, get to the legs.
Well, McVitie is pretty good on top as well, right?
So he's pretty well rounded. Yeah, I've never heard of this guy until today.
He's probably kind of looking for a position to reverse, possibly sweep, and get on top. And I really want to see what Jay can do from the bottom, right? Yeah, he's high energy right now. He doesn't want to lose that position.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of John Thor Blank.
Oh, yeah.
With the bald head and the beard.
Except this guy looks like he could be 35 or 55.
He looks kind of like Keith Jardine, the Dean of Mean.
Is he remind you of John Blake because he's bald?
That's pretty much it, and he has a beard. Yeah, here it comes. There he goes
there you
with
go,
that,
almost with
that
the sweep.
shoulder crunch sumai.
He's got freaking like Mike Allstott legs.
I know, look at him. That's the guy that just squats at the gym, Alan. That's what I'm
Mike
telling
He
you.
Allstott.
crawls out after.
he does an army crawl out
This
afterwards.
guy, he does not skip a leg day. I
He's
can
like,
tell you what.
Lieutenant Dan, but you ain't got no legs.
he shrimps out.
And that's a Bubba Gump shrimp reference, ladies and gentlemen, in case you didn't catch it. I caught it. I thought it was great. Oh, he's trying to go for the little estima. I like that one right there from when guys try to go, but I usually just...
guard.
Oh, that's time. We're going to overtime.
All right, who would
That's
you give
tough.
the choice to?
I would give it to Jay just from being on top more and attacking. See, the ref gave it to him.
Yeah, I was in the bathroom with the flashlight. Couldn't.
The fleshlight?
I wasn't able to.
There's kids here, dude. Like, you got your remote control fleshlight at the warehouse live.
Yeah, it's very
you
disappointing when you
should
need
have
a
to register.
flashlight to go to the bathroom.
You should have to register yourself.
I was in the maintenance room, actually.
The maintenance room. What were you maintaining?
Yeah, it's a different subject, but let's see. Looks like Cameron McVitie's on top.
McVitie on top, Jay on the
All right,
bottom.
we got a change in position
And
here.
this is what we wanted to see, right?
Yeah, something new.
First to score. Jay going for the trying to
strong
win it
hips.
right there. But McVitie stayed low, kept his posture, didn't allow himself to be off balance.
Now McVitie's posture is, he needs to watch out for triangles here, right?
You know what belt McVitie is?
I would imagine he is a blue belt. No, it's an absolute qualifier. No, I don't know what belt he is. He's got a blue rash guard on, but he could be honey dicking us
That's
and be a
true.
purple belt.
That's true.
Uh-oh, Jay going for the arm
that's
bar.
loose. He needs to watch
for
out
the
now.
triangle, but here
Double
comes
under.
double underpass. McVitie's coming. Oh, other side. I love that switch. I love the change of direction.
Oh, he's going for the legs now.
It's over.
He's got,
Now the knee past the center line, so
Yeah, he's got
McVitie
the
needs
knee
to
out.
come on top.
Nice.
Oh, okay. So it's reset. They're both on
Very
their feet.
nice.
They shoot right now. Still live, right?
Yep, still live.
Still live.
Next point wins. He didn't have a grip when he pulled. That's a disqualification, ladies and gentlemen. Let's end this match by that. I'm just kidding.
I mean,
So here's going to come up on that ankle again. Trying to play those legs. Oh, trying to get in there. See, Jay's still kind of a newish blue belt, but you can just tell by his athleticism and his movement.
Oh,
I mean, he's
almost got that pass. No.
He needs to get that crossface.
if you're McVitie, you need to study Jay. Jay has constantly been passing to the left, right? So
But then with McVitie, though, he's passing both sides. So, Jay, when he develops that ability, to get him committing this way and then cut the other way.
Right,
That's what changed my passing, is when I was able to.
But McVitie on the defensive end, if Jay is only passing to your left, you can get your awareness to your left side. I mean, to your opposite, to the wrong side, right?
Because see, he's forcing him every time to the left. So all he has to do is have a little miss. I think Jay took it. McVitie had a hell of a run, but I think this is Jay's. Jay. Your winner and moving on, Jay Fan.
All right. Well, that was the bronze match, so not really moving on.
Well, he's not moving on. That was the bronze match. Give him a hand, ladies and gentlemen.
Oliver, where you're at?
Fuck, man. So excuse my language. Oliver, this is what happens when you choose children over 3CG.
All right.
Bruno Matias coming up again. Oh, Shean and Matias.
Oh.
Battle for the ages.
This guy doesn't know how to stay off the
Something
mat.
about Shean that I love, man.
Shean changed his pants again. Did he change his shorts?
Okay.
I think they're unplugging the TV. They're like, nah, this isn't going to go on.
This can't go on.
He reminds me of there's this wrestler online that he wears a singlet and he's gone to ADCC trials. Do you know who I'm talking about? I'm gonna find the name. He just reminds me of him. I gotta find this right now.
McVitie in the hizzy.
All right, semifinals match here for the male absolute no-gi.
Is this the final? Is this the final?
No, semifinals. So I was wrong. Whoever wins this goes on to the finals against Jay Fan.
Ooh, Bruno or Ryan versus Jay. That's going to be fun.
And Bruno's already taken the gi, won $500 cash.
Yep.
He could be taking $1,000.
Bruno's coming in with money on his mind. What was that song? Money on my mind, money on my... No, I don't think y'all know that one. 2 H-Town for you. I got 2 transplants over here. Who am I even kidding? Let's see here. Shean, Bruno pulls. Brian's looking to pass. Bruno's looking to work his guard. Getting that close grip that we saw. Oh, he's underhooking the leg.
Now,
This
one
could be
thing,
it.
Bruno's just so dynamic, right?
Yeah, man. Here comes the arm bar.
Pendulum sweep possibly right here. He needs to go under Shehan's left leg.
But Shehan's base is like a Brahma bull. Like, you're not going to move him.
He's like a solid rock, right?
I know. It's like trying to move like a ton of granite at one time with one hand.
It's like a sandbag.
Like 3 sandbags.
Possible omoplata, triangle
I'm just
position.
trying to
Shehan's
see
not gonna take
how
this.
many analogies we can have towards his weight.
I heard he's going to open mat after this.
Is he? He's going to...
It's illegal.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, that's
It's a tap.
a tap.
Bruno moving on to the finals.
Yep, Bruno to the finals.
Sheehan
Putting on a show.
Probably got 3 more matches
The winner
today.
by submission and moving on to the finals, Bruno Matias.
Hey, give a shout out to Ryan for putting on like 20 matches today.
Hey, and everybody give a round of applause for Mr. Shehan over here. He's out here hitting all the matches.
Yeah.
The main match, the regular match. That's right there, baby. Every day Pohada, every day.
He's going to go
With the bow, with the bow.
He's going to go get some acai now.
Acai, you know.
Acai.
Acai. Like not Isai, to be confused with our dear friend.
He's requesting a rematch.
Is he coming back on the mat already? We can't keep this guy off the mat.
He's just pointing, he's calling people out.
Up next is Josh versus, he's Seth Courtney versus Josh. Oh, this is going to be
It's
good.
going to be a good match. Good match.
Is it the finals?
Yeah, this is the finals for the lightweight blue belt.
Ugh.
And
Your
both.
finals for the lightweight blue belt is up next. Joshua Dawson meets Seth Courtney.
And
Josh. GB on GB violence.
Josh comes in first
West Chase,
couple minutes of pure
Texas.
just attacks, and Seth just grinds it, right? So let's see what's going to happen right here.
Oh, nice pull by Josh. Lucas Valente style. Looking to bolo. Oh, Josh is not playing any games, but Seth's passing. Man, look at that passing. But Josh is on the leg. He's in it for, that's not legal.
And Seth's heel has been leg locks, right? So he's gotten caught twice I was going to say this evening, but today.
He's going to try and set up that. See how he's catching that grip right there? He's going to try and set up the 50-50 arm bar. But Josh sees it.
Josh does play the 50-50 a lot, so this is a comfortable position for him.
He's going to take the back.
Oh, there's a sweep.
No.
2 points for
I swear
Seth.
the pizza should be on one of the
points for
I-roll
Joe.
pictures. Just
How come? I'm just surprised you didn't eat your pizza in a cup.
no, I think.
Oh, you on a diet? You too good for pizza in a cup?
I had some pizza yesterday.
It's Pizza Hut in a cup.
Here we go, a little 50-50. This is actually active 50-50, so I'm not trying to stay awake. So this is not bad.
The game is Josh wants to keep it there, and
He's going
Seth
for that
wants to get out.
ace two high.
Possibly belly down if he turns it over to the left side.
Yeah, ace two high.
The reaping. Watch the reaping.
Reap. We got a reaping call right here.
Cancel it? Are they disqualifying
Should be
him?
there.
Is that DQ?
DQ on Josh.
They're just going to reset him?
It looks like
Restarting.
Yeah, just restart.
Yeah, they're restarting, I think, because of the reap and the penalty. All right, a little bit of confusion, but we're back at it. Josh versus Seth Courtney.
And these guys physically,
Seth
they look very
Seth,
similar.
Very aggressive. See, if you're going to pull guard, pull it like that. But he was trying to throw Josh over that. But Josh has been doing this stuff since he was like 5 years old. Seth's looking for that.
He's also got the balance of a surfer. Was living in Costa Rica.
Oh, Josh going for the bolo.
Oh, this is a great blue belt match.
Man.
He's going for it.
Oh, he's going for that belly down footlock. There it is. Oh, this has been Seth's kind of Achilles heel, no pun intended. I think he's doing good compressing Josh. I don't think he's in any danger here. Just keep the pressure forward.
Just got to make sure he doesn't get that reap again.
Yeah.
You know, one thing that Seth likes to do is that he pressures you, makes you make choices that you don't want to make. So you need to create space. If you look at Seth, he's always moving forward. He wants to limit that space. So what Josh needs to do is create space, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Push off, bridge. Oh,
And he got the pass.
He got the pass.
Josh is,
all right.
Josh is a gamer, though.
Three CG rules. It's
Josh
7 points, so
Josh is back on the
as long as
leg.
he keeps him under 11, he'll be fine.
Josh is going for the back again.
Take the back right here.
Man, Seth is just so heavy, though. He's stopping everything. And see, with the Berimbolo, a lot of people, you just got to sit back. Just put the weight back.
All right, now.
Now he's looking for that.
Gotta get back. All right, that's another pass. So
that's
he's
tough.
10 points. He's got one more point, and he's got tech fall.
One more point wins it.
So if he gets
Seth Courtney.
knee on belly or mount, then is it knee on belly? He's looking at the ref
if Josh
to see if
keeps
he
going.
can hold it. That's 2 points. It's done.
I don't know if that would have been 2 points.
No, that was 2 points yet. He's got to post out his leg. He can't just.
Yeah, he just can't sit there. He's got to clear his leg.
So, but if he can get another pass.
That's all. He's about to pass right there. He's going to step over that ankle.
There you go. There's a pass. That's it. Yeah, that's it.
That's it. That was a great
Nice.
match. Very good. Let's give these guys a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that was a good one. Great. I love watching blue belts that are like technical and they're just like.
And your winner by tech fall and your blue belt lightweight champion, Seth Courtney.
And Seth deserved it, man. He was a pure hustler, mentally strong, right? I mean, this guy is. He's just a.
Make sure you make your way over to the podium to get your medal and get your pictures and all that good stuff.
I think
don't forget
they
that.
know. They've
Great
all
job,
been
man.
fighting all day.
An animal. Great job.
Great job, buddy.
Great job.
Man, that's a great performance by Seth. Josh, I think Josh had all the tools to win. I just feel like he didn't capitalize on his game plan, right? I mean, and that's just a tweak here and there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing taken away from Josh, right?
All right. So up next, we've got Keandre Dennis versus Miguel Castro.
We got the name right today, right?
Is it Revolution on Revolution Violence?
This is the bronze match.
Charlie Reed and David Cuervo again?
No. David Cuervo is going on to the finals.
He just goes by Todd.
No, this isn't Todd.
Is this David Cuervo, the guy that flew in?
No.
The guy in the singlet.
Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
This is the one.
Yeah, this is Todd.
Yeah.
Todd is going in place of David Cuervo.
I love how David Cuervo's name just continues to go. It's great.
This gentleman here had a savage
David Cuervo
finish.
called me and he goes, I haven't been competing that much, or the training that long, and they have me up against the blue belt, so I'm not coming.
And you know, Todd is
and
like,
this guy flew in, so I'm like,
guys,
you're
I
David.
got you. Todd's like, I got you, and I'm gonna write your name.
Here we go.
Let's
Here's
do
the
it.
final of our Mel Nogi beginner.
Ooh, look at that.
But
Wow.
oh man,
Todd is very
Beast.
smooth, man.
Charlie.
Very smooth.
I like his technique, man.
Man,
He's very smooth.
Man, this guy is
he's definitely not a
How he
beginner.
got to the back.
Prospect to come back.
He's
Man.
definitely not a beginner. Maybe a little sandbagging going on in this.
His opponent didn't show up, so this is the only bracket we could get him
Well,
in.
good for him.
Like right now, Charlie's like, what is going on here? This is I've never seen.
Like
I've never seen
But
it.
Charlie's tough, dude. I'll give him some credit. Look, I mean, his face was as red as my face after a class of jiu-jitsu. So,
this is
Kimura grip right here.
After
He made
seeing his last match, you don't want to get.
I don't want to get
Kimura.
your elbow popped in half.
Todd's gonna flatten him out here. He's gonna want to get an over/under here and flatten him out.
He's trying to get that hand under the neck right here, but
He should use his left arm to lift the forehead and get the right arm in, or the right arm to lift the
Are you
forehead.
coaching him, or?
I mean, I'm just saying,
You're
yeah.
saying it
what are
loud
you
enough.
doing over here, guy?
Supposed to comment, man.
It's supposed to be impartial. And look at this weird kind of side.
It's crazy.
Side
There we
back
go.
control.
Awesome.
There it is. He's
Nice.
got that double wrist control. He's about to go for the face crush.
Yeah, Charlie needs to get his head to the ground.
And he's trying. Props to Charlie. He's hanging in there.
Yeah, he's fighting the hands. It's like I've only been training for 3 weeks.
Charlie's only been training for 3
joking.
weeks. I was like, Jesus.
Look, his rash guard still has a tag on it. Like,
Yeah, he needs to get that head to the ground on the weak side.
1 sem, right?
Yeah. But that's most likely that camera.
Yeah, but here it comes. He's getting it in. Charlie's fighting it, but it's getting tighter and tighter. Charlie's trying to turn in. But I think my man here is just slowly sinking it in.
You
There it
gotta give
is.
it to
It's
Charlie,
going
though.
under the chin right now. It's only a matter of time.
I saw Charlie made eye contact with Ryan.
He looked me right in the eye. I said, keep going. And look at that. He fought right out of it.
Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Never fight for us.
You know, that happened
I
to
just told him to have the eye of the tiger.
that happened to me and Professor
Look
Brandon.
at that body triangle.
in one of the qualifiers.
He's like wrapped his legs around him like 3 times.
Well, the guy's legs are literally 10 feet long. So it took him 1 step to get on the mats.
Well, he's fighting the leg too, but I mean,
Hey man, you never know.
Who do you think is gonna
Charlie
get-
is just hanging on tight, and you don't know
now he's
how
got it
tired
under the
his
chin. He's got it under the chin.
But see,
he got up.
one of the weird things about the body triangle is sometimes it limits the movement that you have on the back because you're so connected that basically your only attacks really are rear naked choke and a few. And if people realize that once you have them in a body triangle, they know how to defend and whatnot. I like more of an open type of back control.
Well, it's a position to hold, hold you down, not allow the
it's
other person to move a lot.
So anybody watching and you ask, how do I get on a Third Coast Grappling event? And this is it, because Todd flew out here just to show what he had, and I guarantee he's going to be on our main shows.
Pedro Mourinho in the house over there with the cowboy hat.
Oh man.
He's coming here to guillotine somebody, it looks like. I hope it's not me.
Coaches Bruno into his next $500.
Man, now this... What is going on here?
Todd is doing moves that aren't beginnerish, and the reason why I say that, he was using his forearm sort of like a Darce move.
Now look
on
at that.
Charlie,
He's trying to get that head and arm, getting arm stretched up.
Mount. Well, you don't got mount yet.
Yeah,
He's got mount with a body triangle.
those were moves that are not beginnerish, but you got Charlie hanging in tight, man.
But Charlie is tough, dude. I would say
If you're a beginner and you wear
he reversed him good, but I think
singlet, that's a bold strategy.
But maybe you're doing it just to confuse people.
look at that double wrist control. Watch from here.
There we go, Charlie.
Look at that, Charlie.
Let's
Charlie's
go,
coming
Charlie.
back. Charlie said, you remember that video
Charlie-
on YouTube? Charlie bit me. Charlie's biting my ankle right now.
All right. Well,
Look at Charlie.
He's coming in. He's coming in. He's on the legs. I don't think.
He's extended.
God, dog.
Yeah, it's just a leg though. He has no leg.
He doesn't have any control yet.
bite.
He might dislocate Todd's knee, but
I don't know, dude.
besides-
Uh-oh. Not legal. Not legal.
Somebody's ring fell off.
Not legal. There we go. Uh-oh. I don't know what's good. Somebody's getting footlock. Come on, Todd. Come up. Take his back. Nope. Charlie is choking up on that ankle, and it's
When you have 10-foot long legs, it's hard to.
I mean, that's what you go after, like-
on the bite.
You know, technically Charlie's getting
there he is,
that
belly
oh,
down.
he-
Oh, my God. He could break it.
Yeah, but his
Oh,
legs
it
aren't
slipped
in position.
right out.
His legs aren't in position.
Charlie, that was a
Thumbs
great
up onto
opportunity.
side control.
Great opportunity. Is
I
that
think
it?
He might get a tech fall here.
Yeah.
He got 10 points.
10 points.
If he gets the back, he wins.
At 25 seconds, and then we'll go into overtee.
22 seconds to get 1 point. Can he do it?
I don't know.
He needs 1 point.
1 point to take it.
I want to see these guys keep going.
I kind of do too. 1 more point, and it can end it.
It could be all over.
Can Charlie hold it in?
Can he get
Can
this?
he do it?
Can he get his hooks in?
He needs to stand up right now.
Can he get his hooks in?
That's point.
He didn't get his hooks.
Not yet, not yet.
He didn't get his hooks.
Somebody's wedding ring has been lost in the fracas. And if you don't know what fracas means, find your nearest thesaurus and look it up.
All right, so that's win by tech fall. I think
That was an exciting
Ladies
match.
and gentlemen, your winner by tech fall.
Todd.
Your gold medal winner.
That's
Congratulations, my man. We will see y'all in December.
I loved it. That was great.
You just, if you don't know the last name, you just extend out the first name.
Todd.
That was great.
Oh,
Tablato,
my
I think his
God.
last name is.
Oh, man.
But you know that was instinct, so like he didn't think about that. He just like
He looked
as
at
he
me for
started-
help. He looked at me for help and
Is
realized I
Shean
wasn't
coming in again?
going to throw it to him. Yeah, this is a bronze match.
Shean coming
Jeez.
out.
No, there's no, that's a mistake.
Oh,
No,
like,
it is.
Are we doing this
No,
again?
it's bronze match against Cameron.
Oh, man.
This
Oh,
Shean, an
Bruno
animal.
versus Samuel Fries.
We got 3 more matches. We got Cameron versus Ryan Sheehan.
Sheehan deserves just a participation.
Shean gets the
Jafon versus Bruno, and then Samuel Fries versus Bruno. Bruno's going 2 in a row. He's going to his finals for his middleweight and his finals for the open weight. So
We have your adult middleweight final up next. Bruno Matias
no, that's not true.
versus Samuel Fries.
Yeah, this is
So is this the
This is
first
the
time we've
final.
seen Samuel Fries at 3CG?
Yeah,
believe so, right?
I mean, he fought his way from the floor to the big stage. Let's see how he does.
Well, this is the moment against someone like Bruno Matias. He's
this is middleweight. Yeah, this is the middleweight.
But our man on the bottom, he's a leg locker. So you're about to see, some stuff, whatever that is. What as
he wants to go
see,
under.
there it is. Woo! But Matias is wise to it. Great defense.
So now Bruno's going to want to pass on his knees if he wants to avoid any of that. But if he feels confident in his defense, he should stay on his feet. So let's see what's going to happen.
Oh, that's a Mourinho team. There it comes.
And look
No,
how-
good deal. And he's got that.
And look how Fries wants to go under the legs, right? Immediately. And that's one thing I don't like about the whole leg lock game is because once someone gets on top of you,
But look right here. See,
puts that pressure.
there's a technique that Gordon Ryan does called kipping, where he tries to get both of the knees in from mount, and it gets in and it lets you into the legs.
I used that. We were training mount this week, and I used that, like getting the hips and then getting my knee up
and then you
shimmying,
have your
right?
legs shimmying, and it's perfect. And you can
Yeah, it
enter the
worked.
legs really easily from there. See?
oh, watch his knee. Man, look at Bruno's knee.
And this is advanced, so this is all subs legal. Bruno had a potential fight of the year match against Adam Bradley from Atos.
Yeah, that was great.
At,
Yeah, each of
Kumite.
them had each other's back.
God, it was just unreal. I would say that was probably the match of the Kumite if I had to
that
pick
was a
one.
great one.
Bruno applying the pressure, but our man Samuel over here, it's Samuel, not Samuel, now that we train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So coming in, Samuel looking to kind of just create some
I keep on wanting to call him
space.
Sam Wise, but
Sure, he wouldn't
Samuel.
mind.
Bruno coming up. He's looking up. Mr. Fries is elevating.
how
right
Fries-
on
wow.
him, man.
See
And
how
Bruno.
Fries wants to just go for that's his game plan. His game plan is
His
to end it
legs.
via legs.
And Bruno's got some long legs.
He's
there
too
we go.
good for that.
He
He's
is.
too good.
Here comes the back take right here. He's gonna put that right arm deep and then pull him over to
Yeah,
the
they're
left
trying
hand
to
side.
get that kind of like the gift wrapped and bring him over.
He needs to put a little more pressure on the right shoulder to push Fries over. Okay.
He might kind of go for that modified choke. I love that choke.
He comes from the same school as Pedro.
They came up in under Felipe Pena. So
Yeah.
Bruno and Pedro are both Felipe Pena. I think they were up till purple belt.
look at the core of Samuel. He gets up so easily trying to go for the legs.
That guard retention is just so. I mean, he turns right into it. Bruno's playing great positional stuff. That's the game at Gracie Bile West Chase. Scramble and Pojada nonstop. That's why I don't go train there. I'm just kidding. Professor Opiano's probably listening. He's laughing. Inside.
Man, that leg lock game, it's very technical, but it's just something that once you get into that, it's really hard to get out of it.
What I've noticed under our rule set just over the past couple of years is that traditionally sub-only guys, outside of like Jordan Holly and a few other, but Jordan has like a really complete game. He has a great, I mean, you see him finishing guys with looks like Bruno might have the rear naked choke here.
Oh yeah,
he's got one arm trap.
This is a bad position to be in.
This should be it right here.
That's it. Bruno takes it. Rear naked choke. That's the final.
Another gold medal for Bruno. That's 2. And he's got another one coming up.
Just extend Bruno.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by rear naked choke, Bruno Matias.
Bruno.
Hey, that would have been great too.
You know what sucks is like, you know, when
Everybody, let's give Pedro Mourinho a round of applause for that Texas Cowboys hat he's got on right there. Come on, give him a round of applause.
Sacha Baron Cohen ruins your name by like coming out with a movie, like anybody that was named Borat or Bruno, like you're just like, ah.
I haven't seen the new movie.
The new Borat is hilarious.
The Bruno is like, oh, we're going to name our new baby OJ.
The Bruno where he's out in the woods and he comes in the tent naked and he goes, "I'm as cold as the bears outside."
I see Shean getting his mouth guard ready.
Oh man,
Shean coming in again. But so is Cameron. Cameron's been out here all day.
Yeah,
Cameron looks like he's just been bench pressing.
She-hands all day.
Yeah, she-hands.
He was just doing tricep pull downs in the bag.
How either one of these guys have energy anymore? I threw them like crawling out on the mat.
But like, is this a final right here? It's the bronze match.
Yeah.
So Shehan, I think, is going to come out fast. I'm looking for flying submissions. I'm looking for all of this stuff.
Yeah, but this is their 10th match each, so they might just be laying on top of each other.
No, Brian Shehan is an animal. He's coming for blood.
You know, I have a feeling he's going to eat pizza after this.
I
think he had pizza before this match.
Let's do some more analogies on things that is like being on top of you. I've already said concrete, a ton of bricks.
Like a broken
wet blanket.
A broken 2x4. Let's see what else.
That is not heavy.
Well, let's see.
A broken 2x4 is even less heavy than a refrigerator?
What if a refrigerator fell on top of you?
That would be pretty heavy.
Or
wait, are we talking about like a mini fridge or? Like
that still would be pretty heavy, especially if it's the kegerator at our office. That never works.
It works. It's just nobody ever uses it.
It's all head.
And one thing here at Third Coast, we did at our first tournament. It's an open weight absolute, right? So you can be any belt.
Absolute.
Any belt, and which is you don't see that often, right? You don't really see that.
No, because we love that. Look, belts are to hold your pants up. I get like the whole traditional honor stuff, but when it comes down to competing, if you're scared to get outside your belt level, that's your ego. Because you know what?
In nogi, you don't wear a belt. So
yeah, you don't wear it. It doesn't matter. Like it cracks me up when you see these nogi guys get promoted and they're like tying on belts. Like you don't even like that's not ever going to get worn again.
Yeah, but they have for like IBJJF and stuff.
We'll get a ranked rasher guard. You know what I'm saying? Like keep it real. You ain't wearing no gi.
Yeah, like Eddie Bravo handing out belts. It's like, here's a belt you're never gonna wear
ever. But
you know that's a good discussion as far as the no gi and the gi. You know,
I get
usually you see people who are less skilled or coming up or starting jiu-jitsu want to go the no gi route. And the reason is because you can hang in there a lot easier with the no gi. But once you put on the gi, it changes the game completely.
The grips and everything. I mean, but to be honest with you, like with the belt thing, like we did the absolute on here, the open belt, but it was blue to brown. You know, that was the only belts that were allowed for the open weight gi qualifier, because we still do respect the black belt. But I think we're going to keep pushing the envelope. I mean, we already had 2 brown belts in our Kumite, William Tackett, Pedro Mourinho. You know, we've had it doesn't really matter to me. If you're competitive and you're tapping and you can beat these guys and hang with them and put on a show, who am I to say you can't do it? I mean, The guy with the black belt might be like, oh, I only want to fight other black belts because, you know, like I said, we were talking about it earlier. It's kind of a lose-lose for them. Like if they don't go out there and look spectacular, you know, and win.
And then there's black belts who don't care. They'll compete, right? 'Cause they understand.
And I love those guys.
They understand the game. They understand, hey, man, there's guys coming up who just because of time or whatever, but the skill is there. These guys are black belts.
Like guys like Cody Steele. Like, I mean, there's just guys out there like Johnny Tama, Roberto Jimenez. I mean, it's just like any belt, any weight, any time. Like, they don't care.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, here we got Shean.
He's the same way. Like, I should have added him in there. So you got Roberto Jimenez.
I want Shean to pass his guard.
Shean. He's here comes the shoulder crunch again. Mr. McVittle's been watching.
It's not good for Shean right here. He's going to sweep him to the left side.
Oh, Buchecha style. Gordon, if you're watching, hide your king chub. He's going to be walking that arm up, looking to head and arm choke Mr. Shehan. Or he's going to attack the Americana. No, good recovery. Is it Shehan or Sheehan? Sheehan sounds way more Irish.
He looks
Sheehan.
If anybody is Irish here, it's Ryan Sheehan.
Or Ryan McGuire.
No, you don't. He looks. That's what I'm saying. He looks Irish.
You should see me when I drink. I look Irish too.
Well, there we go. Nice recovery from Sheehan.
I told you, the half guard king, he is not given an inch. McVitie, though, is putting the pressure on. He's using that instep of his foot to clear the knee, and he's probably going to go straight to mount again. Yep, but Sheehan wasn't having any of that.
Oh, triangle of opportunity.
Oh, that's 10.
You saw how
that's 4 points.
McVitie used that offset, his
that's
left
game.
foot. Oh. Sheehan should have been first on that move right there if he wanted to get out. Sheehan's ready for the next one.
You're ready for the next match, Ryan. It's all good. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by tech fall, Cameron McVitie.
This guy's great.
So that was a great match.
Great job, buddy.
Great job, man. Hey, great job, man. Great job.
All right, Sheehan.
Right,
You're doing
my
good,
man.
Yeah.
I like it, baby.
What did he say
I don't know.
about our commentary?
He said, I love your commentary.
Oh, he probably heard my comment of like he looks like he could be 35 or 55.
Well, no, he looked me in the eye and he said, I loved your commentary, and kind of winked at me. So I don't know what that meant.
You see, you go to.
I'm not trying to make assumptions here. I'm not trying to make assumptions here.
I really hope they haven't been able to hear us this whole time. If so, I need to sneak out the back.
Hey,
I'm
you
not
see, you go
scared.
to your truck, you're about to leave, he's in the driver's seat.
As soon as
Remember
this
when I told
tournament
you I liked your commentary? Well, it's your turn, mother.
Hey, man, I've gotten a few threats, sort of.
Oh, up next is Jay
Did you?
Jay the
One or
Giant.
two, but
You got some threats? That's awesome.
Somewhat, but
That's impressive.
You know what I like? You know
But
what I
I'd
like?
take
You
'em.
know what I like? All the people on Reddit and all the people on like these comment threads. I used to read that stuff and get so mad, and now I'm just like, what kind of fucking loser sits on the internet and just criticizes and talks crap about other people?
It's crazy, man.
Like all you're doing is sitting there on your little couch or your little laptop.
All right, this is our final match of the day. Wow,
Jabronis.
what a long day
Jay
it's been.
Fan versus Bruno Matias. Let's go.
This is it.
it's going to be a good match.
And this is for $500. So whoever wins this.
I got to give it to Bruno. Bruno's just more dynamic. I mean, he can attack from all angles. He can swivel his hips, go for arm bars, take the back, go for legs.
Yeah, he's the
Jay
man.
Fan has shown us today that he's just a tough dude. I mean, he has good jiu-jitsu, but I don't know if it's at the level of Bruno right now.
Are we good for first one?
All right. So what are we seeing here, Professor Allen?
So,
give us your color commentary.
Man, you know, we got Bruno's. Like I said earlier, Bruno's very dynamic. Right now, he's just waiting on Jay
Is
Fan.
this it right here? Is this the last match?
This is the last match.
Last
yeah.
match.
Last match of the evening.
And, you know, one way Jay Fan can take this right now is just out hustling everyone.
I am back, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, let's
Right,
get
it sounds like-
our new teammate, David Martinez. Let's get him on the mic over here. David, come say hi to the people. Come on.
Ryan, when he handles
Get on
those,
over
it
here.
sounds like he's shoving them down
Ladies
his
and
pants.
gentlemen, this is the architect of the 3CG Open, our new partner, David. Slide on in here, David. Tell the people what's up. How you thought?
Hey, David.
Yo.
Awesome event, man. This was amazing.
Yeah, everything's fresh. It's good.
It's man, when things come together, like, you know, some things don't come together as they plan, but like for the most part, whenever you get people, you tell them the mission, and people are going to work hard to make it happen, you know. And at the end of the day, I think the efforts that everyone put into this definitely paid off. It was amazing. It was really cool.
For sure. We had some good help.
A lot of comments online, mainly about how awesome the commentary has been. But besides that,
you know, by being the first tournament and being so dynamic and so many moving parts, right? Because you know, you guys are managing matches online. We got different cameras. We got people running different companies here at the same time.
It's a lot of things that could go wrong.
It's a lot of things that can go wrong. And for the first time, oh, nice foot sweep.
Nice.
And for being at the first tournament,
see,
I think
that's what Bruno wants to be in that scramble. He likes the scramble, and it looks like, yeah, they're gonna put him back in that.
Start him from the guard. I would.
Yeah, they're good at that open guard. Yeah.
So, you know, being the first tournament,
up.
I think you guys did a hell of a job. I think you couldn't have run it any better for being a first time, right? Now, going into the second tournament, third, fourth, I mean, there's going to be adjustments on all aspects,
100%.
Production and everything. But this is just a learning experience, right? And like I said, this is catered for entertainment, right? We're not here to be, I say jiu-jitsu nerds, right? But we're here for everyone. We're here for the entertainment
Well,
of
that's
everyone.
the feedback we got.
Right.
Is like, this is not a regular karate style, you know, tournament, so to
it's
speak.
cool. You know,
yeah, it's cool. The environment's good. The music's cool.
And that's what we wanted to give the feel of our what makes our main events magical in a tournament style. And we've definitely seen some people that were not on our radar before that are going to be exciting to have on our events. So that's the whole thing, is like, come out to the tournaments, and which we plan to have, you know, every 3 or 4 months or so, to show what you got. And, you know, at the end of the day, even if you don't want to be on our super fights, it gives you some experience in case you do want to fight in other tournaments like the IBJJF. Any tournaments that you can do to get some practice and kind of get eyes on you and see where your level's at compared to other people from other gyms, then
That's
we
over.
got Bruno.
Man,
Bruno with the win. I want to hear a long Bruno.
I want to just say Bruno one time.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Bruno Martinez!
He faked it. He didn't go for it.
That was great.
I thought he was going to go for the long Bruno.
When I saw his right eye look at me and the left eye look at Bruno, I knew it was going to be good.
He pussied out, but it's okay. Bruno did an amazing job. 3 gold medals.
Yeah, great job,
Awesome,
brother.
man. Great job. 3 gold
Killed it.
medals. Great job.
Man, he really showed. He was.
This was the Bruno Open.
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
He was he was far more technical than everybody here. He showed that he had it all aspects of jiu-jitsu, leg locks, back take, you know, everything. So it was a great day, right?
Yeah. I was pretty. I mean, with any kind of new venture that you do, you get nervous because you get nervous of the unknowns. And things pop up, and you're like, oh, I didn't think about that. And we're scrambling for wristbands, and we're scrambling for this and that. But each time it's a learning lesson, and that's why we've kind of gotten the main events, the super fights, you know, operational. We know, everyone knows what they need to do. So, the next tournament's only going to be that much better, more, you know, well run, more information out to the fighters beforehand, because a lot of it was unknown for us too, because we just didn't know, you know, what was going to happen.
It's a different setup than before.
Different setup. You're managing more people.
More mats.
Yeah, you're not managing the customers as much during the super fights. You know, they have their table, you get them their seats, where's the bar? Here, you have a lot more athletes that you kind of corral, and they got to know where they're going to be at what time. So it makes it a lot harder. And then, you know, instead of just one single spot where they're going to fight, you got 7 different places. So, but, you know, some people were a little disappointed that, you know, people didn't come, but we were able to, you know, make up matches and get gold medals to guys that weren't able to even come. You know, we're all
The medals look great, by the way. And so
yeah. Tell us about the medals. That was a whole thing too.
So I love our logo, and I was like, we have to do something kind of raw, kind of fresh, and obviously the IBJJF is kind of the standard. So I looked at that size-wise, ribbon-wise, but I said, let's do something cool. Thought of the skeletonized version of it, kind of ran through, had to find the right vendor, and ran with it.
Zach and Alan and David, let's take some pictures real quick.
Okay. All right,
hey, so before we finish the live stream, hey, I want to say thank you to everybody here, David, Zach, Ryan. But before we leave, what's new for 3CG? What's coming up?
We got kids event here at Warehouse Live, 2 weeks, November 14th. I think we're like 50% sold on tables. So if you want to come to that, get your tables now. And I don't think no GA, right? It's only tables. So
right now it's only tables, but we'll see what Warehouse Live.
Yeah, we can see what we can do. But if you want to secure a spot to the kids event, any parents, get your tables now. And we'll see you November 14th, and that'll be streamed on YouTube as well. So
all right.
If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube, show us some love, and check us out again coming November 14th with the Kids 3. Besides that, we got a December event, December 19th, and for our big event, which is always our biggest event of the year. So check us out there too, and then that'll wrap up the year 2020. It's been a hell of a year, but we want to show some really good jiu-jitsu closing out the year. So leaving in a high note.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much. Hey, thank you, David. Thank you, Zach. We'll see you guys next time.
Later, guys.
Thank you.
Peace.
Thank you.